What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. I'm your host, Elvin. Got a jam-packed show. We might be into hour 2 by the time we even get halfway through. There's a lot to unpack. News from around Hollywood. Our top 5 this week. Our top 5 favorite shark movies. It is Shark Week, so I thought I'd throw on top 5 shark movies of all time, in my opinion. And then we've got our world famous This Week in Hollywood birthday and events, where you can help us guess the birthday age of these celebrities. And then our topic of the night is Hollywood taking liberties? Is it gone too far? Has it already gone too far? What are the pros and cons for doing certain changes? Like, for example, gender swap, race swap, flipping stories on its side, political views and agendas added into movies and TV shows where it doesn't need to be. Should we be doing that? What are the pros and cons for doing all these things? We'll talk about it. We'll have a healthy discussion. And speaking of healthy, he is very healthy drinking his energy drink. There is Sheldon. What's the energy drink you're drinking?
What's
today?
up? Today we got Monster Rio.
So healthy. What is that? Guava lime?
Guava passion fruit, my man.
Oh my god, I guessed
so
it
delicious.
too. I had no idea. I just said that guava. I just said it. Oh,
It's so yummy.
it's
my new
so not
favorite
healthy
drink.
for you.
No, it's not, but it's so good.
That stuff will clean toilet bowls.
I'll clean my toilet bowl.
Well, that's all that matters, right? After a couple of nights of tacos.
That's right.
That thing helps you out. Well, anyways, before we lose our audience
Yeah.
or gross our audience, how are you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. I haven't seen you in 2 days.
Yeah, since a late night film session.
That was the latest I watched a movie in a long time. I literally was
agree.
trying to stay awake. I was like, not out of boredom, just out of old age.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh man. All right, we got a lot of stuff to get into, man. A lot of cool news. Bob Odenkirk is going wild on the internet right now.
Okay.
To promote his new his sequel, Nobody 2.
Okay.
Have you seen Nobody 1?
I've only seen parts of it. Like I keep falling asleep.
What? It's such a good movie.
No, it's not that like you said, it's not boring. I just get tired.
I get tired. Get tired of him kicking ass.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
I heard it was really good, and people actually were thoroughly surprised that it was better than what they thought it was going to be.
Well, because
So.
you see him as a character in Better Call Saul, who's not exactly the confrontational type of guy.
Yeah.
And then this is the complete opposite of a character, right?
Yeah.
It's
Because
like,
didn't he say in an interview he always wanted to be like an action star?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because in
And this
Better
was
Call
his chance.
Saul, he's a weasel, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He's a weasel and a piece of shit, and he gets away with it because he's a weasel, right? But he never confronts people physically.
Right.
But this one is a complete opposite, and I like him as an actor. I think he's fantastic. I loved him in Better Call Saul and in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's so good. And I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. I was like, okay, all right, Bob, I see you, right? Filmed here in our area, Vancouver.
Yeah.
And so when they announced Nobody 2, I wasn't surprised because I think the movie did well with the audience. And let's see what Nobody 2. I hope he gets to Nobody 3, and then they have a cross universe when him and John Wick get together. You knew I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the second one looks like he's on vacation or something this time.
Yeah.
Around, huh? Yeah.
They always get you on your vacations.
All the time.
They think you're just suntanning in the week, right? 3 is never pushing it. 4 is pushing it.
Yeah, trilogies are acceptable.
5 is game over. 5 is game
much.
over.
Yeah.
5 is the nail in the coffin right there. You're completely dead. I still haven't seen Speed 3 yet. Or did Speed 3 come out? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any more of the Speeds. I'm good. 1 was enough.
Again. 3rd movie is in Hawaii. There you go. See? Or in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, either one, samurais or Samoans coming after you, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Peacemaker is making news all over the interwebs. We'll talk about some of the stuff that James Gunn and John Cena have said.
Okay.
Some tidbits, some juicy, scintillating tidbits.
Interesting.
Out. Some might be good, some might be ugh. So
Okay.
we'll talk about that in a bit. But let's do birthdays in Hollywood. We got some goodies, man. We got some goodies.
Okay.
Happy
I'm
birthday.
listening.
Happy birthday to one of my personal favorite go-to shit talkers in Hollywood, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yes. I love that guy.
First time I got introduced to him was in Cheers.
The first time I saw him was in White Man Can't Jump.
Yo, that was a good movie.
That was a great movie.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that was really good. That paved the way for Steve Nash to be an NBA player.
He saw it as a kid and was like, I can do that.
I can jump too. Shout out to Steve Nash, a local basketball star. So, how old is Woody Harrelson, everybody?
He's kind of up there now, eh? I'm gonna say he's 66.
66. Okay. For 1,000,000 points, anybody else got to take? Let me know, Tab. Let me know. Hurry up, D. Yeah, Tab, I am aware of this one, and I will talk about this later on too as well. I actually did talk about it with D, I believe, in our personal chats. Tass says 58. Cowabunga dude, what say you? How old is Woody Harrelson without cheating? Because last week you cheated. See, he's cheating. I know he's cheating. He's pretending not to be obvious. Woody Harrelson is 64.
Okay.
You were close. You're the closest.
I am the Price is Right.
1,000,000 points to you, sir. Happy birthday to Daniel Radcliffe, Mr. Harry Potter.
He's 36.
You say he's 36?
Yeah.
Okay. D says to Cowabunga dude, hello. How old is Daniel Radcliffe, everybody?
He should be the new Wolverine.
Really? I mean, that's a whole lot of steroids we're going to have to inject in him.
He's got the height. He's got the hair. All you need to do is pump him full of steroids and he's fine.
Who's the guy that I had? He was in the Rock's reboot of Baywatch.
You're talking about Zac Efron?
I think he could be a good Wolverine.
He could be. Yeah.
He's already built because he did that wrestling movie last year.
Yeah, right.
And he was already jacked in that one.
Right.
So I would have him as the next Wolverine. What do you guys think? Anybody disagree or agree or have their own take on who Wolverine will be? While you're doing that, hit the numbers. Cowabunga dude says 35. Daniel Radcliffe is 36. D get close. D got 1,000,000 points. You didn't. Did you say 36?
I said 36.
Oh, okay. You get 1,000,000.
It's on record.
It's on record.
I only know this.
I don't know what record you're talking about. Okay. Happy birthday to Jennifer Lopez. How old is J-Lo? Get low.
53 baby oils.
Oh, Johnson and Johnson on that one. Taz says Pedro Pascal is Wolverine. That's a good one. Cowabunga dude says she is 51. Taz says 74. Come on, Tab. Let's not be crazy here. Although, I wonder if she's still hot at 74.
I mean, she's still pretty thick right now, so, it's possible. Sorry, this was a family show, right? My bad.
No, it's not. Not anymore. It's off the hinges. So I'm sorry. You got kids and you put them on here. That's on you then. Popcorn Chicken is not a family show. It's not. We tried and failed. J-Lo is 56.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said 57.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're close. Taz says Spanish people don't age well. She is probably 52. No, she's 56, bro. She's looking good for 56.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I disagree. Spanish people, there are good genes, man. Come on. There are some.
I
Good,
feel like the Spanish women age well.
I have a Spanish friend of mine. He is 50 and he looks 35.
Wow. Hey, I mean, look at Antonio Banderas. That dude was like what in his 60s now, and he still looks pretty damn good.
Did you see him in that movie with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg? What's it called? The video game adaptation, Naughty Dog's one.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah, he aged. He aged.
Why don't I remember him in that movie?
Because he was the bad guy nobody cared about.
Interesting. Okay, I could leave.
Happy birthday to our friend, Matt LeBlanc. See what I did there? Our friend. By the way, I'm forced to pay $55 USD times 4 to go see a friend's sort of prop place in New York.
What do you mean you're forced to?
My wife's making me go to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's forceful. Yeah.
It's a place where you get to sit down in the cafe and drink the actual coffee and tea. And then they have the actual rooms where the two filmed rooms, the apartments.
Okay.
And it looks exactly like the movie set.
Okay.
It is interesting. Okay. I'm not going to lie.
$55, I guess it's not that bad. You're seeing a movie set where, like, you know, if that's what you grew up with, it'd be
I'll film
cool.
it. I'll film it. I'll give my take on it. How about that?
Okay.
So how old is Matt LeBlanc?
61.
Cowabunga Deuce says 58. Fact, LeBlanc was in Top Gear, and he's a very in-tuned car enthusiast.
Yes, he is. He is indeed.
Taz says 54. He looked younger than you. Matt LeBlanc is, what'd you say? How old?
61.
Matt LeBlanc is 58. Cowabunga Dude nails it. 1,000 points to you, sir.
Well done, Cowabunga.
All right, we'll do a couple more and then we'll call it. We'll do 4 because they're big names.
Didn't Matt LeBlanc also, wasn't he in the reboot for like a Space Odyssey or something like that? Lost in Space. That's what it was.
Was
Lost
he in there?
Space.
I thought he was. Oh, no, he did. So the Netflix one is recent one, but the one before that he was in it. Yeah.
Yes, that's
it was a movie. Yeah, Netflix was a TV show.
Yeah,
which I thoroughly enjoyed till the last season when it got all goofy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's what happens, right? Like they move past the point of where it makes sense and then they just drop off because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to tie it up into a book because Netflix, I think, told them to wrap it up. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Right? And they're like, well, what do we do? In space, what do we do?
We're lost.
Yeah, what do we do? You can't get more lost than lost. Just fire him into the sun and call it a night.
Yep, that's it, man.
Right? Oh, man. Was the scientist always a bad guy in Lost in Space, or did reboot shake things up? I'll give it away if I give my take on it. Less scientist. I'll just say that. Takes liberties. There's more than once. Happy birthday to Helen Mirren.
Ooh. I like Helen Mirren.
Mobland. She's in the new Mobland TV show with Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan.
Okay.
Oh, she is crazy in that show. Absolute nuts.
Okay.
This is the Helen you've never seen in your life.
Interesting.
Like absolutely nuts.
Okay.
The best Helen I've seen in anything she's done.
That's wild. Okay.
That show deserves to be watched. Mobland. It is brutal. I love it. Happy birthday to Mick Jagger and Helen. How old is Helen and Mick Jagger?
73 for Helen. Mick Jagger's like 3,000 years old, suckling the life force of infants.
We need to study his genetics. Because of all the drugs and booze, allegedly, and cigarettes he smoked, allegedly, man's still kicking.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Start me up.
I mean, I don't get how he's still alive and Ozzy Osbourne just passed away. Like it, I feel like they should have been gone at the same time.
It's crazy, man. Cowabunga Dude says 76 for Helen. What'd you say, Cowabunga Dude, for Mickey? That's the 78.
Old
Helen
enough
was
to
old
be
enough to be
J-Lo's
J-Lo's
older
older
sister.
sister.
Shit.
Damn, you don't like J-Lo, do you? Oh man,
That's wild.
all I gotta say is for Jennifer Lopez, she would not be who she is if she didn't do that movie Selena.
I agree. Yeah.
Nobody would give a shit about her.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Put
Jay.
her on the map.
As talented she is now, and after that movie is when she just took off.
Yeah.
So whoever her agent was, they should have got billions of dollars because it's that decision, I think, send her off into the stratosphere.
Absolutely.
Cowbungadu says 82 for Mick Jagger. Okay,
80. I'm gonna just say 80 for Mick Jagger. I never.
What'd you say for Helen?
7. What did I say for? I think I said 73.
Wow, you're making her look young. Okay, Helen is 80 years old.
Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mick Jagger's 82.
Damn.
And when you looked at two of them, you're like, these pictures must have been taken decades ago. They're not updated.
They're that old.
Two more, and then we'll call it. We'll go
Okay.
do events, and then we'll move on. We have so much to talk about. Happy birthday to Sandra Bullock.
Oh God.
I
yes.
love her.
Okay.
I love her.
I love her too. I feel like she's an amazing woman inside and out.
She probably is I'm just guessing it, but she looks like a genuine good time person.
Yes, I agree.
That you can have a drink with and just talk and chill and have fun.
Yep.
Right? She's awesome. How old is Sandra Bullock?
47?
Next week I'm gonna do my top 5 Hulk Hogan moments.
Him and the Macho Man up in heaven together with Andre the Giant.
Yeah, brother. The cream rises to the top. Cup of
shit. That was good, man.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go.
How old is Sandra Bullock?
I'll say about
70. Cowabunga is 53. Wow, what a difference. Jeez, 13-year difference. What'd you say?
I said 48.
Bro, get ready to be shocked. Sandra Bullock is 61 years old.
Shut up. She is not 60.
61.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
Damn good for 61.
Her, I think Salma Hayek are like, they don't age. They defy the laws of nature.
That's wild, man. Okay.
It's crazy. It's unreal. I don't blame you for saying 48 because I would have said like 51. And I'd still be 10 years away.
That's crazy. Okay. Wow. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
What? This guy's saying she looks older. Hey, you don't know that surgery. You don't know that. You shut it down.
Ghost is on a mission today.
Ghost is a hater.
J-Lo.
He hates women.
Bullet.
He hates women. Why don't you say something about Mick Jagger?
Yeah, man.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, he did.
Last one here.
That's what he said about Jagger.
I'm a professional. Happy birthday to Jason Stratham. I'm a driver.
The old ass action star. Where he's getting there anyway.
I'm a beekeeper, not a fighter.
He's got to be at least 60 by now.
How old is Jason Stratham, everybody? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to say 60.
Say 60? Okay.
People are doing the transporter one last time as a retirement like Denzel did with the what is that?
Equalizer?
Yes, thank you. I was going to say the Eradicator for some reason.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Cowbungadoo says 55. Taz says 54. What did you say?
I said 60.
Nothing. There's nothing I can say to Mick Jagger that drugs hasn't done to him. This is true. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
Jason Statham is 58 years old.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Starting to wind down. Do you think he'll still keep doing action movies?
I mean, The Beekeeper wasn't that great, but he took the check.
That's fair.
I take the check. Someone's offered me $3-4 million to do a stupid Beekeeper movie. I'm in. Let's go.
Fair. Okay.
As long as
And we
my
got
body
the last-
double handles all the bee stings, I don't have to. We're
Right.
good.
And the last Fast and the Furious movies coming up, you think he'll be in that?
Nah. Oh, it depends. If the Rock's already in it, then why wouldn't he be in it?
Right. And I
Yeah.
feel like he had a better relationship with that crew than The Rock did.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Events. We'll do a couple events here. This week in 1998, a small movie that starred Tom Hanks and Matt Damon called Saving Private Ryan. Private Ryan. Blah blah blah.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yeah, that's a different movie. That did not star Tom Hanks.
Accidentally downloaded the wrong video.
It was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Right? It was starring Tom Hanks. That's a different movie altogether. But we're talking about this one here. All seriousness to this movie. It is my favorite World War II movie.
This was right after he did Forrest Gump, right?
I'm not sure. You put me on the spot there.
Ah. Trivia.
Well, you got a laptop too. You could have busted open.
That's true.
Put you on the spot. Right back at you. Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Also starring Tom Hung, the brother. They're twins. I could go so on with that, but that's not good. It's my favorite movie in terms of World War II. I actually sat down both my kids doing Remembrance Day. My son was in cadets, and I said to him, "This is why these movies are important. Is because this is even though this is based on fictional, the things that are happening here are as real as it got."
Absolutely.
I go, there's people that died, didn't even get on land.
Yeah.
They were on the shuttle boat basically onto the shore, and before they even got on, they died.
Yeah.
Bullet to the head, dead. Right. And some of these people were like 16, 17-year-old kids.
Some even younger than that, because a lot of them
they snuck in. Yeah.
They lied about their age to get into the war. Yeah.
So forever should be grateful for that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, 1998 movie, awesome movie. To this day, still is good. It aged well.
Tom Hanks did not, though.
That's a debatable question. Okay, well, let's do a couple more here. Sorry, give me a second here. I'm trying to find something interesting.
Band of Brothers was pretty good.
Yes, that was a good one too. Sleepless in Seattle, another Tom Hanks in 1993. This week.
I don't think I watched that one.
I didn't watch it either. I thought it was a
sounds like
flick.
A rom-com.
It was a chick flick, and I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Yep. Okay, that's what I thought.
I think my wife watched it. She said it was amazing. I'm like, oh, that's enough, for me not to watch it.
It tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. 1972, another motto, home dog. Elvis and Priscilla split.
Wow.
I wasn't born then. I know you weren't either.
Definitely not.
Would we have cared? As big as he was, I think we would have cared.
If we were around during that time, probably.
Because I mean, I listen to Elvis once in a while.
I've listened to a couple of his songs.
Yeah, I think he's great. I love music all from multiple generations and genres, right? So,
right.
I mean, I can go from classical to, country in a heartbeat, no problem. I can go from hip hop to rock and roll, no problem.
Gotcha.
I love music in general, right? So, yeah, 1970 something. But that's it for our events in Hollywood. I want to cut it short here because we got so much to do, to talk about.
So much to talk about.
Yeah. We'll do the top 5 in a bit here. But let's get into some news around Hollywood. So James Gunn and John Cena had their San Diego Comic-Con panel about Peacemaker 2, which comes out, season 2 comes out in August. I believe August 19th. Don't quote me on that, but in August, they're coming out season 2. Have you watched season 1?
No. I'm actually going to be getting to that this week. Where our clinic is closed for the week, so I've got some time for myself to catch up on some things. I got to
tell you, it's like when you get on a Harley and you don't know how to drive, and you're like, oh shit, that's what the show is.
Okay,
you go for a ride.
Okay, interesting. I've heard some things about Peacemaker though, in terms of continuity with James Gunn's universe. Like things are a little weird because they've featured certain characters or events that don't line up with what his universe is gonna be doing. Is that true?
I don't know because they haven't really given out. What do you mean? Like,
just like certain characters being in a show that shouldn't.
So apparently this is going to solve that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So one of the things that leaked out is this Peacemaker has access to 1,000 DC universes.
Huh?
So if you haven't watched Peacemaker 1, I can't really tell you too much about Peacemaker 2.
Okay.
All I can say it has, because one of the things I will tell you in here will kind of ruin it for you for Peacemaker 1.
Okay.
So you have to watch it, and then maybe if you binge watch it this week, you can talk about it by next week.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's your homework. You must watch it. Do your homework. And don't tell me your cat ate it.
Okay.
So he has access to 1,000 DC universes, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I'm getting sick and tired of the whole multi-universe thing.
Yeah.
But maybe if it's done right, or maybe there's limitations to it, I'll be okay with it.
Fair.
But I know somewhere around D is rolling his eyeballs going, oh God, here we go again. Right? The soundtrack is supposed to be awesome, featuring Ozzy Osbourne's Needle Drop.
Okay.
So that's in there. The Eagle, sorry, not 1,000 universes, 100 universes. Sorry.
Okay. It's still a lot, but okay.
It's still a lot, yes.
Yeah.
The biggest news that they've dropped in the panel was they said, aside from Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl, there's going to be other characters from the Superman movie that will appear.
Okay.
We've already saw, if you watch the trailer, you've already seen Hawkgirl in the trailer.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I think Rick Flags and Guy Gardner, I believe, are in the trailer too. But he teases more characters will appear. I'm thinking Jimmy Olsen.
I can see that being a thing. Everybody loved that dude for some reason. He was entertaining, but I can see that being a thing.
What about Mr. Terrific?
Him showing up in Peacemaker, I feel like would make sense. I feel like Mr. Terrific is kind of more of a ground level hero, you know. I'm sure he deals with like global threats as well because of his intelligence, but I feel like he's more of a community guy.
So yeah, him saying that and already showing us some characters from there means that, is Superman showing up? I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I think Warner Brothers will kibosh that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, and I also think David Cornsweat's got some other things going on, so he's not going to have time for the TV show. He'll probably just maybe a cameo down the road in one of the shows eventually, or like animated voiceover kind of thing.
But I will, if I see David Cornsweat, I literally will dump milk over your head. Not my head, your head.
Huh? Why?
Just in shock.
What the hell? Okay.
You heard it here, folks. If Superman shows up, I'm dumping milk all Sheldon's head.
Goodness.
Get ready, Sheldon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he'll make a cameo at some point though. Like it'll have to.
I think Warner Brothers has this clause where he can't show up in TV shows. Just like Batman had for the longest time. Warner Brothers would not allow the Flash, the Arrow, or any of these TV shows to have full-on fledged Batman. That's why the Teen Titans, they didn't have Batman. They had a silhouette of Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Right.
They never had Batman and in the costume speaking and talking and acting.
Right. Okay.
So I think they have some of these. They're obviously they're A-list actors or characters.
Mhm.
Like they don't allow that, but we'll see. I mean, James Gunn is in charge of DCEU
Yeah.
and DC Universe, so maybe he's the one that makes that decision now, right?
Yeah.
So,
You think David Cornstark will ask for more money now?
oh, absolutely.
Because apparently he only got paid like $700,000 for doing Superman.
No way.
Yeah.
Now I need to go look into this. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Fantastic Four opened at 218 million worldwide. They crushed it.
They absolutely. I was a little surprised at that number. I thought it would have been in the hundreds. Not the. I didn't think they'd break 200, but I thought for sure like the high 100 millions. But they still came under Superman by a few million.
But we'll see how the biggest step is to see week 2 and 3. Does it continue the momentum? Or does it have a massive drop off?
Right.
Right.
Well, apparently they hit their budgeting market, their marketing budget.
But I mean, at this day and age, with the greed that Hollywood has, I'm sure they want to double it.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Right. Especially Marvel when they're used to making $700-800 million per movie.
Yeah.
Right. So, speaking of Superman, it has now surpassed 500 worldwide.
Yes, I was just gonna say. It passed the 500 million mark, which is amazing, and it's supposed to be in theaters until the end of August, I believe.
People are still upset and laughing at it and saying it's only 500. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I expect it should hit over 650. It should. Mm-hmm. For me, if it's a success, it has to hit over 650, considering the damage and under construction DC's at right now.
Right.
650 is a good remember what I said in the beginning. I've always said it, and I've been consistent about it. This movie isn't great. It's good, but it's also stepping in the right direction.
Right.
It's the stepping stones to bigger things that has to happen at DC to continue to be successful, right? It's not a backward step. It's not a detriment. Like The Flash was a backward step.
Yeah, that movie was terrible.
Yeah. Blue Beetle was another terrible step.
Yeah.
Right. But they had to release them because they were already filmed and done, and they didn't think it's going to cause much damage compared to Batgirl, which was shelved indefinitely because it was just so horrendous.
Right.
So having those kind of movies sort of make it harder for fans to go watch DC and have the trust. I think for 500, not bad, but I think it has to get to 650 for it to be considered a success.
Yeah.
So
I also think we're kind of in a different time with this, though. Like, you got to think when Man of Steel came out, superhero movies were booming. You know, we've gotten like Iron Man, the Avengers. They're coming off like the DC hype all together. Like Man of Steel was really big because it was also a Superman movie that we haven't had in like what 20 years, 15 years.
Brendan Ruth was about 15 years before that.
Yeah. So people were looking forward to this, and now I think with how Superman is doing now, post COVID, where people still aren't really going back to movie theaters, but a large majority are. I think 500 million is a pretty big step for that movie, for what they've done.
I think you hit the nail on the head with several things there. We used to go to movies a lot before COVID.
Yep.
After COVID or during COVID, we started transitioning to stay at home because the Hollywood studios also made it easy with streaming platforms everywhere.
Yeah.
We didn't have HBO. We didn't have Disney Plus. We didn't have, Hulu. These platforms were just starting off.
Absolutely.
And in COVID, they took off because there are so many direct-to-home movies. For example, The Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to streaming.
They came out at the same time, movie theater and streaming.
Wonder Woman 2.
Yep.
Right, you were able to watch it. What I think a week into the theaters.
Yep.
So there were things that were done that made it easier for people to stay at home, and I think people just got comfortable. They didn't want to go into crowds. Now, having said that, we're obviously past a few years of COVID. COVID's not gone, people. It's still around. It's not going anywhere. It just keeps multiplying and changing into different formats. But
it's like the flu now.
Yeah, but we know that a lot of people have flu shots or have been able to deal with it. It's not as dangerous to too many people as we were led to believe. but that's a different topic for another day. I think also you also mentioned about fatigue. Yeah, fatigue has set in. We're getting inundated so much with superhero movies.
Yeah.
And all people say, well, this is Superman. No, yeah, I understand that, but people like, I just saw Superman 10 years ago. I think honestly, like they had no choice but to bring out Superman. What were they gonna bring out? Who are they gonna bring
Another
out?
Batman film?
Yeah, like come on, we just had Batman films and they're gonna bring it. They had no choice. They had to do Superman.
I also gotta believe that the internal messiness of this whole DC universe played a part in it too. Because even though we've had 10 years in between, like the Superman, Man of Steel, Justice League movies, the Snyderverse stuff to this, it definitely set a lot of people off in the wrong way. I think if it was like a 20-year time span, people would be more accepting and would welcome this new Superman movie even more so because it's been that long. But because the Snyderverse is still so fresh with a lot of people, I think that kind of played a part into it, and there was a lot of confusion as to what was going on with Superman.
And there's a lot of Snyder cult fanboys, and I'll call them that because they're wild online.
Yeah, some of them are too hardcore,
way too wild.
Yeah,
like some of them are religiously addicted to him.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just like, whoa, take it easy, like relax.
Yeah, he's had a few good movies and a lot of like misses for sure. He's not like
the misses of the latest two that he did for Netflix. They're a disaster. They're I couldn't watch them. I tried. I watched just some pieces and I just couldn't watch. They were just bad.
Yeah. I
Galactical powerhouse is fighting over wheat. That itself right there should tell you that's a terrible story. They're able to traverse the universe or the solar system, but they
can't make their own food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are they traversing through galaxies then? With what? Water?
Super advanced technology, but we can't replicate food. Cool.
Or we can't find food somewhere else. We can go to multiple planets, but we can't find wheat.
Right.
Or we can't just get the seeds and go plant it somewhere else. It's just terrible story. And then the constant slow-mo of fighting. It drives me nuts. He does it all the time in this.
Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I think that's like his signature now, though, right? Like I don't think he can make a movie or a show that can't have the slow-mo bits in it anymore. Because that's what he's known for.
I do have a 6-minute video clip of Family Guy season 4. I want to play it. Will I get copyright? Probably. Do I care? No. So I'm gonna play it. It's from Discussion Film. The film. He actually posted it up here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play it here. Let me pause it and play it.
Lord of the Earring.
There you go. I don't know why my audio went to not my speaker anymore. Let me know if you hear it, okay?
Okay.
I
can hear it.
You can hear it? Okay. I can't hear it. But that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Chicken Man.
A massive war of
so obviously Lord of the Rings here.
That will someday cost Amazon Studios $2 billion.
Stupid.
Wow.
They destroyed Amazon right there with those lights.
Holy shit. I love this about Family Guy. They're not afraid to poke bears, They don't give two shits about that, which is great.
South Park just poked the biggest bear.
I was gonna say South Park is one of those as well.
The chicken ring that rules them all.
And also,
look at that! It just lays waste.
Frodo,
oh, this stuff best.
Go on an adventure. It's
Oh,
a very
God.
heterosexual quest with guys who call each other my dear a lot. Where's your season 1 earring?
Hang on, Gandalf. I think I got it here somewhere. Sorry, my hobbit hole is so tight.
Oh my!
But it's the hole I was given in birth.
This is the best. I have to watch this so bad.
Holy crap. Okay.
Get that earring, please.
The truth is, my hole doesn't get many visitors.
Jesus.
Hello, family. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I have catastrophically clogged the toilet.
Catastrophically clogged?
Well, it's just
That's what I did this morning.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. It's been a minute on that. I'll leave it there, but you guys can go check it out online. It's everywhere. But Family Guy is coming back, and I can't wait. What
That's
season is
awesome.
it? 25, I believe it is. Yeah.
Man, they're catching up to
No, sorry,
Simpsons
season
quick.
24. Season 24. So
That's
it's-
impressive.
it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Oh man. Bob Odenkirk said he was asked like who would he fight next, right? He said the Brady Bunch. I would kill them. They don't have they don't even have to do anything. He goes, not the littlest girl. I wouldn't hurt her. That's not her fault. She's a Brady. Oh, so good.
Oh my god.
He goes. He also goes on to say, "I'm happy to kill Alvin the Chipmunks. We'll step on them and crush them under."
Jesus, man, what did they do to you?
Yeah, I know.
Holy.
Crush them under my foot. You have to hear the bones and the gush inside their bodies. You're gonna cheer.
Brother, what the hell? That was a little graphic.
Then he goes, Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. I'm not going to hurt Kevin. He's going to take me down. I'll kill Mario instead. I'll tear
You know
them.
what?
He
You know
goes,
what?
"I'll
I'll agree with that one. Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone was something else, man.
Yeah, he might mess him up, but he goes, I'll tear that mustache off his face, jam it down his throat, take those googlies, rip him to pieces, and stab him with those.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be
dude.
bloody.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not messing around. That's
It's hardcore, Mr. Odenkirk.
So when we went to watch Fast and Furious, we also got a trailer of Avatar. Avatar.
You mean Fantastic Four?
Sorry, Fast and Furious. Why did I say Fast and Furious for?
I don't know, brother.
Hey,
You tell
Fantastic
me.
Four. Fantastic Four, and then we got to see Avatar 3 trailer.
Yeah.
We totally forgot about it. We didn't even talk about it after. That's
Yeah,
supposed to
because
be
I
a
haven't seen the
massive
other two
movie.
movies.
Is it because we just don't care anymore?
I've never cared about Avatar.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a hater.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
I am the hater that has never watched.
You need to go watch it.
I'm that audience member that's never watched a movie of that.
You're one of the few people that have never watched it. Yes.
Yeah, I will hold that record.
I'm gonna make you sit down. I'll
You
zip
have to
tie
pry
you.
my eyes open.
I'll zip tie your eyeballs. Put you in a straitjacket. Tie you down to my lazy boy. What you gonna do, brother?
Yeah.
Let's see. Would it be nice to ask when directing the new Alien versus Predator movie? So they're already talking about Alien versus Predator movie now. The
Right.
director Dan Trachtenberg, whatever the heck his name is. I think sometimes people are dabbling in cinematic universes. There's a seduction to immediately grab all of your action figures and smash them together. We don't smash our figures together, buddy.
That's
If I did, my figures would not be as pristine as they are.
That's
So
fair. You mean you never take them out and just like play with them?
I don't smash them together. Who does that? 5-year-old kids.
That's right. That's right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover will appear in a new ending for Predator: Killers of Killers, added
Oh
to
my
Hulu
God.
at 7 p.m.
They're so
2 days ago.
old. They're so old. Stop it. They don't need to be in these. Unless they're there to give old sage advice, then sure. But they should not be fighting predators at their age. They should not.
I watched
They'll
that.
die.
I watched that animation, the Predator one,
Oh, was it? good?
and no, wasn't.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I
It-
thought.
I don't understand how they think that medieval and 200-300 years ago warriors can keep up with predators. We had
That's what the
Arnold in
have.
military tech couldn't keep up with the warrior.
He was having trouble. Yep.
And people can say, oh, at the very end, he became savage and hid in mud. Yeah, and he still died almost.
Almost. Mhm.
The
Mhm.
predator committed suicide and almost killed him. It's not like he stabbed the predator and destroyed him and beat him up. Predator's like, nah, one more thing here, sucker. Remember how he was laughing? They're suicidal, crazy maniacs.
They are. They'd rather go out in a big way than let their people than they get killed themselves by somebody weaker than them.
So when you watch a movie like The Prey, which a 120-pound native Indian girl outdoes a predator, you kind of go, huh, so Arnold was a bitch then. Right? Like, I don't understand the logic.
Yeah.
I hated that movie too. I thought they could have done so much better with that movie. If you want to beat a predator, you need to do it in groups. You can't do it by yourself
No.
because he's just too good.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought when I saw her, and spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, when I saw her in the mud using a stick, I'm like, oh, are they going to trap him? Are they setting up traps for him to maybe slow him down? Would they even have a chance? I mean, it's a remote chance, but at least they show they're trying. Right? And as a movie watcher, I'll be like, oh, they got their ass kicked, but they tried things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? It wasn't like she jumped on his back and go stabby, stabby, stabby. Right?
Right.
Hello, high school. How are you doing? The man responsible for that right behind me right there. He made that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yes.
That's dope.
The brilliant designer that he is.
Your work is awesome, man.
Anyways, going back to that. So when I saw the animation, there is a ancient Japanese samurai scene. There's 3 short movies. There's a World War II fighter scene.
Okay.
That was as a little bit understanding, but still the decision they made in there was also terrible of the predator and what his abilities and powers are. That was kind of dumb.
Okay.
And then the other one was Norris. It was Vikings. Sorry, Vikings. It was a girl power.
They used a shield maiden, right?
Yeah. And
was she a shield maiden?
I don't know. They didn't clarify. But I know there's female warriors in the Vikings. They always stood side by side with men. I get that.
Yeah.
But the way this predator was, again, it's like they dumbed down it's like they're like, okay, we've got this protagonist. How do we dumb down our predator so it doesn't overpower the protagonist?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that. I want to see an overpowered predator and us struggling to even come close.
Yeah, because they're master hunters.
If all 3 of those short movies had them lay waste to the humans, I'd be fine with that. Because that's what they do.
I feel like we haven't gotten a Predator movie where the Predators have actually won.
What's wrong with the Predator winning?
Which, yeah, that's a very good point. Like, they are these masterful, skillful hunters. Humans, as intuitive and like the ingenuity that they have, sometimes they're just straight stupid.
Yeah.
They're just that dumb. They shouldn't be winning every single time.
The fact that you have to dumb down the predator makes it even more stupid.
Yeah. But that was Predator versus Alien, Tav.
Not humans. Right?
They partnered up with humans to fight the aliens as well.
Yeah.
So
that was even lame when they high-fived and ran together.
I remember.
I almost threw up watching that.
I'm
like, what have I been watching now? Like all these years I've been looking at the Predator as the ultimate tough, don't give a crap killers. They're hunters. And all of a sudden they're like jogging together. It was one of the most cringiest scenes I've ever seen in Predator history. Ever.
Like, I thought the idea was cool. Like, these young hunters come, it's a trial to pass to become a full-fledged hunter themselves. Yeah, and then like how they get their helmets and like their weaponry is because of the trials. I thought that was cool premise for them to I guess a coming of age or to prove that they can be elite,
right? We see that in
I thought that was cool, but then
we see that in history, like with the Mayans and Incas and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
or in African tribes, you see that the young men have to go and do certain things to be considered men, right? Go from childhood to teenager to man, right? In the tribe. Yeah. But Killers of Killers, I don't recommend it. I didn't like it. I thought it was not good at all.
That's fair. Are you planning to go see the new movie that's gonna be coming?
Which new movie?
The one where they're picking out like a runt predator to pass his
Oh,
trials.
oh my god! So they have that movie, and then they have the TV show that's coming out, Aliens.
Yes,
on
Predator
FX.
Badlands. Thank you.
Yeah, Badlands is the first part of that title. They got it right. Looks bad already. He's got a backpack on with the cyborg in his backpack. What's that all about? We'll find out. I don't
Yeah,
think it's gonna be
also-
that great.
Also, that the Fanning lady, she's playing a robot, and apparently it's that Wutanari robot, right? That's what people are saying. So there's going to be a collide of aliens with the Predator again. Yeah. You know, maybe they have a chance to do a better Alien vs Predator movie.
Okay, so I don't mind the two clashing, but then what the hell do the humans do? Watch from the sidelines?
Yeah.
They are both out for blood. They don't care about any other race but themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Obviously, one is a little more intelligent in terms of being able to wield weapons. The other one is a weapon, right?
Yeah.
So why does the humans? What do the humans factor in all of this? Like, no, I don't give a shit about the humans. When I see these two apex predators going at it, pardon my pun, I don't care about humans.
I think what they need to do with like Alien and Predator is give it the Godzilla treatment, where it's just about them and the humans can just fuck off. I don't think it's needed anymore. In fact, hire the dudes that did Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1 and let them run with it, man. They'll probably do a much better job than Hollywood would ever do.
Alas, we talk about Predator too much now. Let's get into my top 5. This week is Shark Week, so I decided to do my top 5 shark movies, in my opinion, of all time. And let me know if any of these made your top 5, okay?
Let me guess. Sharknado 1, Sharknado 2, Sharknado 3, Sharknado 4,
Listen,
Sharknado 8.
I look at me. I am the captain of the ship. So my number 5 on the list is
Sharknado.
It's so stupid it worked.
You know what's crazy, man? When I saw the trailers for that, I was like, why the hell is this being advertised? Like, this shit does not make sense. But then I was like, oh, Tara Reid's in it. This kind of makes sense.
It was a comeback story for crackhead Tara Reid.
and then it comes out and you're like, this looks like a piece of shit, but this movie is so over the top, it's insane, man.
Oh man.
It was enjoyable in that aspect.
Yeah, so my top 5 shark movies of all time. Number 5 is Sharknado. All right, let's do number 4. Number 4, you might have forgotten about this because I sure did until I started doing my research. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So number 5 was Sharknado. Let's do number 4. It is Shark Tale. Will Smith.
I did forget about that movie, actually.
How do you forget those lips?
That's crazy. I remember watching Shark Tale, though.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Yeah, it was an okay movie. It wasn't that bad.
It was fun. It was fun, right? It had the quirky Will Smith songs in there.
Was this
Going to
before
the car
Finding
wash.
Nemo or after Finding Nemo?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I think this was after.
After, right? Yeah, I feel like it was after.
They jumped on the wagon. That's what it was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Whatever
it was.
Disney does, we'll do too.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
We're printing gold. And that was the heyday of printing gold when it came to Pixar's and DreamWorks movies.
Yeah.
Anything they did was just making money for them.
Absolutely. Yep.
So yeah, Shark Tale at number 4 for me.
That's amazing.
Let me know in the comments if you guys remember this movie or not. All right. Let's do number 3. So number 3 here, entertaining. Not bad. It is The Meg. No, not Meg from Family Guy. The Meg.
Oh, okay. That was Jason Statham, right?
I'm an ocean photographer.
Right.
And a beekeeper by day.
That one's on a quadrilogy thing.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think.
know. He's like, hey, 5 million? I'm in. Yeah, sure.
Yep. Money? Cool.
You're gonna get a little wet. It's okay. I'm a transporter. Okay. So yes, number 3 on my list for best shark movies of all time, The Meg.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
now we're getting to serious topics here, serious numbers here. This is gonna surprise you. Okay.
Okay.
So this is not because the movie's good. This is because it had a special place in my heart because I watched this movie.
Cool J was in it.
Stop talking. I watched this 3 times because this is my first time actually going back to where I was born. I was born in Fiji, and I never went back. When I was a kid, I came here. I was like 5 years old. So at 19, it was the first time I went back.
Okay.
And I went back there, and this movie was playing in all the theaters there. Yes, they do have theaters, and it's not someone's backyard with their bed sheet over it.
Whoa! I don't know where that
each city had one theater, okay?
Okay.
And so I took my cousins, and I couldn't take them all at once because the tickets were sold out all the time.
Okay.
I had to take them in separate times, and I had to go 3 different times with them.
Okay,
So I took care
gotcha.
of their dinners, I took care of their movies, and I was
Yeah.
19. I was already making more money than they were, and
Right.
it's just because of opportunity, right? So I went to watch this movie, and it stayed with me for a while. It wasn't a terrible movie; it was pretty good in some ways, and some ways it was really bad. But it was The Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, I didn't mind it all that much. I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
Cool J, I feel like made that movie worse than what it was.
Hey, Mama said knock you out, okay? Oh man, so yeah,
And
Deep Blue
his
Sea.
song that he made for this movie as well. I'm a shark in the ocean of the deep. I don't know how it went.
Get in.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 on the list here, Deep Blue Sea for me. And without a surprise, we already know what number 1 on the list. This is the most home run of home runs.
Dan it.
Jaws. Number 1. First one.
The classic.
All-time great. Never will be dethroned. I don't care how many how many shark movies you ever make. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
You can't beat it. You can't. They
What if
made
they
a watch
rebooted
out
it
of this.
today?
I'm trying to get this watch that this company made, and I can't even get it.
That's crazy.
And it's still sold out. And when did this movie come out? 40 years ago? So yeah,
They hit gold with that movie, man.
Bro.
Before anybody understood anything about sharks, they're like, let's make them terrifying.
If you don't mind reading a couple of the chats, I'm gonna get a drink and I'll be right back here.
For sure. Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, they did make Deep Blue Sea. The sharks were smart to cure it. They were too smart though. They were too smart and too calculating. I don't know how they got to that level of intellect. And sharks' brains aren't that big to begin with, but I guess it is a sci-fi movie. Yeah, he was. He was like a shark handler. He was the shark handler because he can swim with great. What was it? Tiger sharks? Tiger sharks was the thing that he was like swimming with and taking care of. And these, what were they? Makos? The blue mako sharks is what they were. He was able to dodge tiger sharks and these things in the movie. Even though these sharks were smart as hell, you'd think they would have seen that coming. For they can sabotage technology in their base and swarm them and use tactics. It's a little crazy. It was a bit much. Street Sharks live action movie takes number. Was there a Street Shark live action movie, or are you just saying there should be one? D. I feel like I would have watched this if this was real. Tell me if this was real. I'm not going to look it up. I don't want to use my computer right now. I'm too lazy, man. I may be. Okay, fair. Deep Blue Sea made Anaconda look like Dark Knight. Yeah. Okay. I can see where you're going with that. Although I remember when Anaconda came out, at that point it was kind of cool, you know. The CGI was a bit crazy, especially when they got to the end of Anaconda and they had they killed the male anaconda thinking that was it, but then they learned that there's a female anaconda and she was huge and she was just hanging out on top of that building pipe thing. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with that statement.
Ew, Street Sharks live action movie? Ugh. What's this guy talking about? Stop doing drugs.
I thought he said there was a live action movie. I'm like, I swear I would have watched that if that was an actual
No,
thing.
it wasn't. Nobody would be dumb enough to make that movie.
I don't know. Vin Diesel might be.
Maybe The Rock.
Yeah.
Together.
Him, Jason Statham, and some fourth rando.
I'm a shark at night.
They do that, then I want to see Biker Mice from Mars become a live action movie.
Oh no, you just made D smile so much right now.
Yo, Biker Mice from Mars was a really dope cartoon, man.
I'm sick of mice and rats in my neighborhood, okay? I don't want to see a movie about them trotting along in bikes. That was refreshing. Crush.
That Orange Crush? Nice.
Yes, I love it. Shall we get into, you have the numbers for you already talked about it. We talked about the numbers for,
I mean, you already brought them up. You brought up the numbers.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to burst your bubbles there. It was very organic.
Yeah, clearly. I was like, I have the opening box numbers for Fantastic Four. He's
I'm
like,
so
okay,
sorry.
we'll bring
I
it up.
totally blurred out.
And then he went and did it anyway without me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We do have a spoiler-filled review coming for Fantastic Four. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, the video is going to get edited and dropped. We'll give our takes on that. Shall we get into? Sorry, go ahead. You're saying something.
Oh, I was going to say, Ghost have brought up the 30th anniversary for Gundam Wing just happened this past Friday, I believe. I don't know if you guys ever watched Gundam Wing series as a whole.
Not only did I watch it, it started a new hobby for me.
Interesting. Okay.
There used to be a Gundam store in Richmond where we near us where we live, and all they did was sell Gundam figures.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Model kits. Like
that's pretty cool.
Hundreds of them.
Okay.
And I went ballistic.
That's insane. So they dropped a new promotional video showing off some new things. And they're actually re-releasing the Endless Waltz movie coming out in August. But people are now speculating with the new promo video. There was like I don't know if it was like a separate kind of mini movie or mini show, or if it was just like a separate story that they did called like Frozen Wings or something like that has to do with like the children of the original pilots. So people are speculating
Interesting.
Yeah. And people are speculating that they might do something along those lines with this coming out. So it'll be interesting to see.
Tav says Wing was my favorite Gundam anime. It also got me started on model kits. Yeah, likewise with me too.
Yeah, I think Tav, if you're about like our age, I think Wing was a lot of people's first exposure to Gundam.
It's one of the ones that changed Gundam and how it looked.
Yeah.
Because Gundam typically was, you had your bad guys, chunky and bubbly, and then you had your good guy with just a crown on his head and basic gun. But these guys went and changed how the heroes looked. It was the first team sort of Gundam approach.
Yeah.
And everybody loves team approach. It was like the Power Rangers of the Gundams.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting together.
Because the OG, it was just like one dude and his two sidekicks versus like an entire army is what it was. That was the UC timeline. And then, yeah, the group dynamic came with Wing, like you said, like similar to Power Rangers.
When I went to Japan, I went to the Gundam store, and they have a massive one there. and I showed videos.
Yeah.
It's the size. It's like the half the size of a Costco.
It's just wild.
Yeah, it's just massive. And I went there, and I swear to God, every Gundam I wanted was sold out. Every one of them. There's literally rows of empty shelves.
Oh shit!
It's like they were moving
That's
to
crazy.
another location. Which, by the way, I asked. I'm like, "Are you guys moving to another location?" They just looked at me and we've been here for years, bro. We have a giant Gundam statue outside. We're not moving anywhere, right? And it's gone, like just gone. Everything.
So interesting fact about the Gundam Wing series, the animated series. Apparently, actually not apparently. This actually happened. When they got to the point where the main character or the main protagonist hero blew up his Gundam for the first time, from that point onward, the story got completely messed up. The narrative and everything, and that's why if you go back and watch it, you'll find it a bit jarring because they keep bouncing back and forth to like different random shit where it doesn't really connect together. So I guess what happened was the narrator that was in charge of telling the story wanted to go in one direction, while the company that owned Gundam was like, no, we're going in a different direction with this and we want to continue this. He said no and basically quit and took like his editing team with him. And the underlings of him also kind of were on his side, so they didn't want to do anything that would I guess go in a different direction than the narrator wanted it to. So when you go back and watch it, you'll see that like it feels so disconnected from each other, and some stuff just doesn't make sense in the story.
There's
So
a YouTuber. Sorry.
Oh,
finish.
sorry. So I was just gonna say it could have been more cohesive than what we originally got.
There's a YouTuber that's been around doing tech reviews for about, I think, 10 years now. It's called Your Average Consumer.
Okay.
Really cool dude. He is a big time Gundam collector, and he collects Gundam in the background. You can see all these Gundams in his shelf. But yeah, he also was like really into it. And when I love tech, and so when you watch guys who are doing tech and have Gundam in the background, that was like the golden age of me collecting Gundam and stuff. I just couldn't get enough of it. I tried my hand at painting, and boy, did I ever suck, because I didn't learn anything from anyone. I just started painting on my own, and it was just terrible painting. It was like a kindergarten kid trying to paint model kits. Right? It was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned so much from the people that I'm around now who are great, including D, who are great customizers. I learned a thing or two. I'm not by no means any good, but I'd learned a thing or two to make my painting a little bit better.
Right.
Still a lot of work in progress, but I'm decided that I'm going to build the Gundams and, get it all nicely done and prepped, worked everything, and then hand it off to D and he'll paint it. So I think that will be a good idea. I even have a spray gun or air gun to paint all that, and I'll get D to do all that for me. So
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm thinking of coming back into Gundam. It's going to be a very expensive hobby. Ugh.
Yeah, it's they're doing some crazy things, man. They're very popular now, more so than they ever were. And yeah, I heard about that too, Ghost Out, that Gundam Wing is not popular in Japan versus the Universal Century Timeline. Because again, Gundam Wing was not narratively the strongest. There have been better stories since then in terms of other Gundam shows. So it's always weird how the main cast stopped killing soldiers towards the end of the story. Makes sense that they changed direction to get kids to. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. Well, we're gonna change face here. Go all heel into our latest topic, our main topic of the evening. We have, as you can see the title, when Hollywood takes liberties. So I've got some examples, but what does this mean? Well, I wanted to have a conversation, a proper conversation about it. No hate, just opinions and thoughts and ideas, pros and cons of what is happening a lot in Hollywood. Obviously, in the last 10 years, we've had a lot of ideology shoved into movies. We had studios and directors taking liberty. One thing that really upset me a couple of days ago is I watched a show called The Foundation on Apple TV, and I enjoy it. I love sci-fi and I love deep sci-fi. So first season was fantastic. Second season was that's
Mhm.
okay. Third season is just started, and it's still mid, right? It's middle. It's a little bit better than second season, but it's still only halfway. We'll see how it ends. But I didn't realize this. I started thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe I should read the novels. Maybe the novels might be more in depth to my liking, right? They usually are, right? They
Right.
usually are. So within a minute of me reading this book, the first book, there's I think 6 or 7. Within the first minute of me reading this book, I realized the main character is different from the show. And I'm like, okay, I'm on season 1 of Foundation. Yeah, so I'm not going to ruin it for you, but the main character in the show is a African American female,
Mhm.
right, called Gail.
Okay.
In the book, it's a man named Gale. Now, I've only read
Any mention of race?
No, I have not read anything about race yet.
Okay.
So then I looked at why the studio made the changes. So David Goyer, I believe, is the producer.
Right.
And I can't find his quote here, but I remember reading his quote. It was summarizing it here. Is we wanted to make sure this show was very inclusive, famous words, diversified, and modern. You could have done a minority male.
Yeah,
right?
they could have.
What they did was they wanted to check 2 boxes off with one, right? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They wanted a black male there, a black female there, so they can say that we're diverse and inclusive. My question to anybody out there is that right? Do studios, do producers, writers, directors have the right to go and change a key fundamental character because they feel like doing it? Now, I understand when you buy the rights to something, you have the rights to it. But should you still not honor the author? The author's dead, I believe. Amisanov. I think he's dead. I'll double check that. But do you have the right to do that?
Ooh. So I'm gonna look at this from a few different lenses here.
Please do.
In terms of a business transaction, if the author was alive, I feel like creativity would be on his side, and they could have said you can't change the main character. You can do whatever else, but the main character needs to stay the same. But since he's dead, his estate realistically should have said, "Hey, we can definitely give you the rights to this, but keep true to it and don't change the main character of the story, because that's the focal point." So on business end, this is on whoever
he died
was
in
in charge
he died in 1992 at age 72.
Okay. So whoever's in charge of estate, I think, dropped the ball on that. They clearly weren't looking out for the best interests of the story or the intellectual property. They were just like, "Oh, money? Cool. Do whatever you want with it." So
okay,
there's
sorry
there's
to
that.
cut you off there. Let me pause for a second here and let me ask you this question. Let me interject here. Yes, you make a good point that the estate should be aware of it, right?
Yeah.
But what if the estate is not aware that these guys are changing it and they go do it anyways? What I'm asking is, they know, obviously they read the story, the studio read the story, understands the characters involved. Even after that, they're like, you know what? We're still going to change it.
Right.
Shouldn't the producer, the writers, and the studio respect the author's story and be authentic as possible, rather than worried about ticking check boxes off? Now, I know why they do it, because the administration prior said that they would offer tax incentives for studios that do more diverse, inclusive TV shows and movies. So guess what happens when you talk about money? Creativity and authenticity go out the door. It's straight into can we get the most deductions, right? The focus goes on to getting tax deductions than to making a good, authentic story. So that's what I look at. I'm like, okay, you knew this story, you knew the characters involved. You could have still appealed to more audiences by making slight changes, but you went full blown for no reason, only to get tax incentives, right? And if I'm
Right.
sure I'm sure there's fans of this show prior to the movies coming, a TV show coming. I'm sure there were readers. I mean, this story's been around for a while. I'm sure there's a following of people, just like Lord of the Rings followings,
Right.
with Tolkien's literature, who are really upset with the Rings of Power, the direction they went, right? And they've been called racist, bigots, sexist, all that too. As soon as Hollywood finds out, studios find out that people are turning on them for being different, they automatically go to these go-to things: bigots,
Right.
racist, sexist, right away. Right? It's because that's their go-to thing. It goes with everything.
Yeah,
Star
because
Wars
they
did the
don't want to
same
be
thing.
held accountable.
Yeah,
There's no
they go right
accountability
away
in
in the
Hollywood.
attack mode.
Yeah.
Let's see what Tab says here. Liberties are also works as Shield. If you don't like the show, it's because she is X.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Liberties also work to attract people that wouldn't like the property. We already have white males locked. Let's tackle a group that don't watch the show. Well, most people, include me, don't like Liberties because they're not genuine. Whereas tax reasons, paying themselves back or pandering for other groups. Yeah, correct.
So I want to comment on Tav's second thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about white males being locked in. I think it's about where you're sitting on the ideology of these things, realistically, because the proof has been in the pudding for a lot of this stuff. They did it with the Acolyte. They did it with the Marvels.
Mhm.
A lot of Marvel IPs kind of did this thing where they started race swapping, gender swapping things.
Yep.
And the audience that they were trying to reach did not support it. And those shows ultimately failed. Some things got canceled, others didn't. Or they just didn't do well in terms of box office numbers. Like there's proof in that. There are people that are, if the true fans go out to support what they think is true to them, which is why things like Guardians of the Galaxy did well, why Iron Man did so well. They stuck to what was true and the origins of said characters. And the people that went to go spend the money went and spent the money because they are the ones that are willing to support that. But now with all this turning around, trying to, well, maybe not now, but like in the last few years, them trying to push that narrative, the agendas, there's been no support. The people that they're trying to reach out to, they don't have the money to go out and buy these things or support these things. And it's all there in the numbers.
Yeah. Another thing with this is you can make good movies, you can make good TV shows, you can make all of that with the inclusive diversity and all that.
Right.
That's where you get writers, talented writers in a room, and you create something original. Because when you create something original that's not tied to any previous books, people can't argue that. Yeah. They cannot watch it. That's their right to not watch it. Not everyone watch everything. But now you have a solid argument saying that this is original and is created from the ground up. If you don't like it, that's fine. But you cannot go call us that we're being woke or this and that.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we created something authentic. So that's where I'm getting at is why do we need to go tarnish authenticity, the right side of history? Why do we have to tarnish that? Why can't we educate people in saying these are things that we're trying to combat for a better world? Chris, Bridgerton, the TV show on Netflix, hugely popular, massive.
Yeah.
Netflix show. I hate it. And I don't hate it because it's not, obviously it's not my cup of tea, but I don't hate it because I don't like that time piece in that part of the timeline of history. What I hate is they're lying to people of that history.
Right.
They're saying that Black people, minorities were in high class in England in that era. Not true. As far as I know, I haven't seen any kings or queens or prince or dukes that were Black at that time. Did you?
No.
So is this an alternate universe? People are going to say, oh, it's an alternate universe. Have fun with it. Yeah, but you're also trying, like, in a world where everybody believes everything on TikTok and on X or Facebook. People like I've had people message me saying, "Hey, did that person die?" I'm like, why are you not researching it? Why are you just looking at someone's slappy, stupid comment? Right? It's like it's crazy, right? But we should not be trying to not erase, but we should not be trying to muddle history. We should
Right.
educate that history.
But I guess one could come out and say, well, they're not trying to make this historically accurate, and they never said that
But
this would
they're
never that
but
this
what they're
wouldn't be historically accurate. It's just a fantasy show that they're kind of doing that depicts themselves in that time period.
but okay, so let's say it's fantasy show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's fantasy show, then should you not explain how they came to power? Like, for example, not even came to power, came to be. Like, for example, the black elf in Rings of Power. There is no backstory on this guy at all. He just shows up out of nowhere, and he's the only
Right.
black elf. Is he an anomaly? Like, was there some genetic mutation? Like, what? Why is he different than everybody? Explain to me. Same with the black dwarf.
Right.
If we want to go fantasy, great, let's go fantasy. But you should create a story which makes it more meaningful. Give them
Yeah.
they could have gave her a backstory. She's from another dwarf race from another part of Middle Earth, and they should explore that a little bit. It makes it more meaningful, more impactful to have this person stick out like a sore thumb in a race of white black dwarfs.
Right.
I'm sorry, white dwarves in one of them is black. It just doesn't work. It's not real. Like,
Yeah.
well, it's not authentic, not in terms of the story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got you.
And going back to Bridgerton, what young generation are watching, they might not think they might or might not know that it's fake. It's a fantasy world, but they're looking at it said that maybe in history there were people of this color in this type of palm.
Yeah.
It gives a misconstruing type of thinking about
I
history.
think there's definitely some people in the world that do believe that what Bridgerton is probably putting out is historically accurate, which is a big problem. So it's a very big problem.
Yeah, I like Tabby says Alvin is right. We should just stop right there. Alvin is right.
From
That's
anime
it.
and sci-fi. Awesome. That fair, man. Everything I learned about Japan is through anime.
No, Sheldon, those girls don't have that big hoo-hoo.
You mean when they make food and eat it, they don't fall into like orgasms?
Okay. No, what I'm just saying is like we don't learn our history through that. But I think the younger generation, inundated with social media and what's right or wrong, has become a muddled mess now.
Absolutely has. Yeah.
And I think shows like Bridgerton are complete dog shit, in my opinion, of what history was like. Be honest. Make a Bridgerton show. Have all white people.
But you can argue that Bridgerton is not portraying history. They're just there for the pleasure and like the affairs that people are having, and this whole like political Game of Thrones style seduction thing they got going on. That's what they're attracting their viewers for. I don't think a lot of the viewers care if they're black or white, realistically.
Well, I think they inserted black people in there so they can get tax incentives, and they also can get more audiences to watch it, more diverse
definitely
audience to watch it.
DEI kind of stuff going on with that.
Because they're like, hey, if we put black people in here, black people will watch it. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's a great question.
We should ask really somebody. D, where are you? Did you watch Bridgerton?
I feel like they should really take a poll as to who their core audience is, and I guarantee you it's a lot of middle-aged to young Caucasian females.
A lot of Southern white girls.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. If that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I watch stuff that I don't think Southern white girls watch, right? And they probably will never watch it. And that's fine. I get it. It's not for them. It's not the audience. But going back to this, I feel that if you're going to do something that's close to our timepiece, like if it's fantasy, make it unbelievable. Throw some magic in there, man. I don't care. go ahead, right? Then it's like off to another land, right?
Right.
But they're just like, yeah, we had some rich black people in this society in this era. I'm like, you mean slaves? Huh? Is that what you mean? Like, let's be honest here, right?
Yeah.
Who are you trying to
Yeah.
bullshit? Who are you trying to
Yeah.
bullshit? Right? And it, I guess personally, I find it offensive because I want more of honest and authentic stuff from history so that people can
Fair.
learn from that and be better.
Right.
That's what I want to go for, is like, if you're gonna make time period pieces based on almost real life situation or as real as it possibly gets, if you throw magic and all that stuff in there, then that's obviously definitely fantasy. But
Right.
when it's realistic, be realistic.
Yeah.
Educate the next generations. That's what we need to. The more we educate ourselves, the better we are going forward.
I
Right?
agree. I agree. But it's like, how do you make history interesting for the next generation? Because
be
with all the
authentic.
short attention spans and everything, it's like, I don't know.
Hey, Vampire Diaries was good, right? It was very educational, was it not?
Which one was Vampire Diaries?
I don't know.
Was that like the Twilight spinoff?
My wife liked it, and she didn't have anyone representing her in that show. Right? You don't need to have representation of everybody.
You really
in there.
don't. Absolutely. I mean, what if
You
they
really
came
got to
out-
do better, Bridgington. Damn right.
What if my thing for this is like, what if they just came out and be like, hey, we're rebooting Friends, but it's going to be a culturally diverse set of friends now.
We're gonna have a Spanish. We're gonna have a black person. We're gonna have a Chinese person in there, Indian person in
Right.
there. He's gonna the Indian guy's gonna be IT, right?
Yep.
We have
Definitely.
we already have an Italian, Joey. Right? There you go.
Yes.
No one's gonna watch that.
Or Gilmore Girls, if they were like all
Oh,
black
God.
instead of white.
Oh God, is that a thing? Gilmore Girls?
I don't know.
Is it still around?
I have
It's
no
a
idea.
CW show, wasn't it? It lasted for one or
I
two
think
seasons.
It was. Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
longer. I don't know. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I think Alyssa Milano was in there, right?
Was she? I have no idea. I think you're thinking Craft.
I don't know. They're all the same. Kraft and Gilmore.
Oh, damn.
Best part of Twilight Saga was that their final villains were all a bunch of Italians. That's awesome. But also, gender swapping. We just saw Silver Surfer.
Yes.
And then I saw prior, when this was announced, I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I swear to God. Because it was around April when this was announced. Right?
Yeah, I remember you telling me this.
Funny. I'm like, haha, Marvel, you got me, right? And then I realized a week later that this is sticking. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. I
I'm
was
like,
I was kind of feeling how you were feeling when they announced that, oh, hey, Silver Surfer might be a female. And I was like, why?
And we
Why?
talked a little bit about this during the
Yeah.
movie, before the movie. We know that people go online and go and start protecting it immediately because a lot of people are saps these days, right? They want to pretend that they care, a lot of them, and they're all offended. Everybody gets offended nowadays, right? The minute you have a hot take on something that they're not in line with, immediately you're cast off as a bigot or a bad person, right?
Yeah.
So I went online. I said, are you kidding me? A character that I loved as a kid is now being gender swapped?
Yeah.
And immediately I got pushback. Oh, she was in a comic book. Yeah, for a hot minute. Thank you very much. 50 years of that comic book series, and she was on maybe, 3 or 4 books? Right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
you know
all of a sudden, nobody knew Shia LaBeouf.
Nobody. Okay, so I was just
Nobody.
gonna say, how many of these people even read that? How
Nobody.
many of these people even knew that before they started
1%
Googling shit,
probably.
just so they can fight back with people about
They
saying,
went on
"Oh, yeah, she was in
ChatGPT and researched it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like, oh yeah, there was a female. Didn't you guys know that? And you call yourselves Shut up. Shut up. You're not a Marvel fan. You're just some internet surf dude that looked this shit up real quick. That's bullshit.
So let's say they they made her in a comic. She's a character in the comic books, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on here a second, right? So you made the point there. Okay. The counter argument to that is, why go do that in the first place when you already have a hero that's a female, Nova? We discussed that, right? So I mentioned this, and somebody came back to me with a good response, a respectable response. They said, hey, maybe the fiery flames of her would have got into Johnny's fiery flames. Okay, so they thought it through though. Okay, I'll give them that. They thought it through and said maybe too much flames in the movie would be kind of weird, right? So they decided
okay.
Do you
I
see
can
what he's
see
saying,
that.
right? The person
Yes,
thing.
yes.
And I responded, I said that's a well thought out idea,
It
but
could end up
here's my
clashing.
but why don't we look at it as a positive? It's a female that's smoking hot, and Johnny's attracted to heat.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can see that
right?
being a thing.
I would think that would be more appealing to him. Somebody that has similar powers to him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I looked at it from another angle. He looked at it from another. We're both not wrong or right, but I thought my other reason for having Nova as the character would have been you would have kept the sanctity of Silver Surfer away.
Yes.
You would have kept him away. You could have done a beautiful story on him as a beginning, right? Of him leaving his planet, sacrificing himself for his planet, right?
Yeah.
The other thing that I didn't like about it, and I will get into the spoiler version of it. I definitely want to hit on the spoiler stuff with Silver Surfer. We'll do it another time, not in this video. But there's another reason why I think they didn't do that, and it ties into what the decisions were made in this movie. And I can't wait to talk about it with you.
I feel like I kind of know where you're going with
I don't want to
this.
give it away, but I want to
Okay.
definitely talk about it, about why they probably didn't want to do that. But they used his story with her
They did.
as well,
Yeah.
right? And I was just like, well, what's the point then?
But I mean, realistically, when I think about it, because they were both scientists on their planet. It could have gone either way. Realistically, either one of them could have been ready to sacrifice whatever to become the Herald and save their planet. So it really didn't make I feel like maybe it didn't make too much of a difference, but everybody knows of Norrin Rad. We all expected Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer.
If you go and ask 100 fans, what's the name of Silver Surfer, his alias name? It's not Shia LaBeouf. It's Norrin.
Oh, but for new fans, it will be Shia LaBeouf now.
10 new fans, and then the other ones that pretend that they were fans of hers. Oh, we knew about her all the time. Oh,
yeah?
Really? So how come? So how come Marvel didn't make in the 15 years Marvel Legend didn't make a female Silver Surfer? Tell me, if she's so prominent in the Silver Surfer universe, Galactic Universe, Fantastic Four universe, why didn't Marvel Legends make a female Silver Surfer in the last 15 years?
And if she was popular, yeah.
When they made the Galactus figure, which is right over here, they gave us Silver Surfer, the male version.
Yep.
That's all I'm trying to say. Is why, and I know the director purposely did that because I saw him getting a take on it when he was asked. Right?
Yeah.
And you could tell this guy was all about sticking it to the fans. Absolutely sticking it to the fans. He cared about his craft.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people are narcissist, egotistical piece of garbage in Hollywood. Yeah. They care about their own future and they care about upping themselves to get a bigger paycheck. They don't care about the core audience. A lot of them, not all of them. There are a few decent people there.
Right.
And you can see Kevin Feige from the beginning was very, very comic booky nerdy.
Yes.
Over time, I think people got a hold of him and said, hey, you got to do things to make us more money rather than worrying about the fans.
Yep.
And that's where they got in trouble with in the last 10 years. Phase 3 and 4 went out like a fart in the wind.
It did. Absolutely. They were all terrible.
Zero impact. It has zero impact right now.
Yep.
Just Marvel, Black Panther 2. What else? All the TV shows. How many of them have actual impact?
None.
You can go watch Fantastic Four and not have anything to do with the other movies. You'll be fine.
Yep. You know what this
3 and 4 were.
Yeah. You know what this movie also does now is if they do decide to introduce Nova, it's going to take away from her being the first female herald of Galactus.
I was asked a question here. Sorry, before your question. Taz said, was Silver Surfer being a woman played a role in the movie? Without any spoilers, I can't answer that question. Wait for our spoiler. We'll talk about it next week. We'll go off next week about it too.
Yeah.
What else? Sorry, go. What did you say again?
Yeah, sorry. I was saying that if they do decide to introduce Nova, this is now taken away her being the first female herald of Galactus. Because we've already got a female Silver Surfer. So, okay, first female herald. Nova is going to be now the second female herald. And they'll have somewhat relatable stories. But it's like, just thinking about where it could go is, how does Silver Surfer now talk to Nova about sparing planets or leading Galactus down a different path?
Well, you can also say, who gives a shit about Surfer anymore? We already seen one.
Yeah. And now if they decide to introduce a male surfer, they're like, oh, cool. Okay. So now they're just doing a male surfer. Sweet.
Yeah, because the general audience doesn't know the core history of Surfer.
No.
It's not an A-list character. Surfer's always been a B or C character.
Yeah.
Right? So when the average audience sees it, they're like, another Silver Surfer?
Yeah. Like, how many are they going to do, man?
Do something different, guys.
Yeah.
Right? So you tarnish that character, who, by the way, should have been, if Marvel had the rights to Fox, should have been the main character that went down and flew and crash landed on Doctor Strange's sanctum. It wasn't the Hulk. It was Silver Surfer that got ass whooped. And that was a big deal because at the time, Silver Surfer was an OP character.
Yes.
And Thanos whooped his, you know what?
Yep.
If you read the comics, it was him crash landing. Right? So you've already stripped him of so much history already in the MCU. But you needed to go put the nail in the coffin with the female surfer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people don't realize. This goes back to phase 1 of removing Silver Surfer out of the whole equation. And now what you've done is you pushed it back another 5 years probably.
Now, I just want to say, this is not to rip on the actress who played Silver Surfer, because she did, in my opinion, a pretty good job.
I love her in Ozark. I love her.
Yeah. Like she did her job. She did what she was supposed to, and she delivered. It's just the fact that they swapped this out is what we're upset about.
It's more than upset now. It's more of disappointment.
Yeah.
It's a betrayal on a classic character. Comic book readers of Marvel love this character. I've rarely heard anybody hate this character.
True. I feel like anytime I bring up Silver Surfer to like fellow comic book nerds, there's no hate for him.
No, because everyone knows he's not an A-list character, but he's also a fun character.
Yeah.
He's a character that you feel for because his whole planet he's sacrificed for.
He's like Steve Nash, where he'll always give the assist, but never be a part of the big plays. You know what I'm saying?
You're bringing back Steve Nash earlier today. Huh? You're bringing back that. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, no, he is just a good character that everybody just like, yeah, cool. Silver Surfer, all right.
Yeah,
nobody hating
Silver
on
Surfer always tries to do good in a very philosophical sense. You know,
he's very historical in his way he talks.
And if there's a way for him to achieve his goal through more of a peaceful manner rather than through force, he would rather do that.
So here's Taff says, to be fair, it makes sense to gender swap with the cast as 99% guys. That I disagree with. Here's the thing. If we're going to go percentile, then look at the percent of people that watch these movies. It's not females and males equally. Majority of the people watching it are males.
Yep.
And that's something Disney lost sight of, and which is why they struggled for years generating profit, because they went and targeted wrong audiences. When they did the Miss Marvel, they thought women will flood into the theaters and watch this stuff. Nope, it bombed massively.
And not just any women. They were specifically.
They were trying to get every woman in there.
They were specifically targeting a young audience of female watchers,
and they did not show up.
Nope.
You can argue all day long
Yep.
But the numbers are the numbers.
They don't lie.
Right? They don't
don't
lie.
lie.
They made what, $50 million?
Yep.
And
I mean,
movie that cost
they
200
were
something?
crying out all over the internet about it, but how many of them actually went to go watch
Oh,
it?
you guys are all sexist. You don't want to support women. No, we all work through the bones to pay our bills because inflation's high, housing's high, bills are high,
Mhm.
food's high. So when we make a decision not to watch a movie because it doesn't appeal to us or not interested in, that doesn't mean we don't like or we're sexist or we're bigots. It just means we value our money.
Yes. I mean, I've gone and seen female lead movies, man. Tomb Raider, anything with Scarlett Johansson.
I'm in.
Yep.
I watched Jurassic Park.
Michelle Yeoh's what was that movie called that she won the award for?
Everything Always.
That's the one.
Fantastic movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Female lead.
All day long.
Yeah.
When you put out good product, people will see it. It doesn't matter who's in it.
Absolutely.
Why are we supposed to go watch all female movies, but we are hated if we watch an all males movie? Right? We don't need to have all males. We don't need to have all females. But if we do, it's okay too. But if you better make a good movie. I'm paying $20 something for movie tickets now. I used to pay $9 before.
Yeah.
Now, our local theater is charging $1 just for buying it online, a service fee, which is illegal.
And I'll buy popcorn and a drink to support that movie theater because I want my full movie going experience. Lilo and Stitch, Barbie, yes, everything. All yep.
Barbie is a fantastic example.
That's the best example, I think.
Clearly targeted for women, but men watched it too.
Yep.
Not this man, because I don't care for it, but that's not my cup of tea again. But I never denied it was not a success. I went right away and said it's the most successful movie. I remember that time when we were all having conversations about the duds and studs of the that summer. I said Indiana Jones would be the biggest dud over Barbie. And I was right.
That.
Indiana Jones was absolutely hot garbage. And it had Harrison Ford in it, and it was a very male-driven IP. But guess what they did? They made the female so much more superior. Even the fact that in the show, she punches him in the face. This is one of the characters I loved from that era. And they go and demoralize the character, make him look like a useless old hag.
Yeah.
Why would I be interested in that?
Who would want to go watch that?
I immediately came on and said, this is a garbage movie.
That'd be like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Sean Connery was the lead and not Harrison Ford.
Or Sean Connery was not there, and Sean Connery's wife was there.
Yes.
Indy's mom was there.
Yeah.
And Indy's mom was better than him in every single way.
Every single way. Yep.
And then at the end, she just slaps him, says, "You're not my son."
Yeah. Yeah. Too many creative liberties being taken with this. It's not necessary. I don't understand why it's so hard just to follow source material.
Because ego and narcissists. I told you.
I get it. I get you want to put your own spin on things, but if that's the case, make your own goddamn work.
It's not even about spin anymore. It's because they feel entitled that they know what's best for the audience.
Yeah.
And they don't learn over and over again. They just because you know why? Directors and producers, it's not their money, it's the studio's money.
Absolutely. Yep. So they don't give a shit.
And some of these directors are lineages of guys like Spielberg who command attention.
Like J.J.
How dare you? Like Michael Bay, when he made those disastrous Transformer and Turtles movies, he's a lineage of Spielberg. He's Spielberg's boy, right? So he will always get a job,
right,
in Hollywood, no matter how much turds he turns out, because that's his boy. There's a frat of teamwork, connectivity, network, right, and that's what it is. So I don't know. Like another example right now. I don't know if you've seen the little teaser of the Masters of the Universe. Did you see it?
No,
I love the song. I love the song. I'll play it here. Screen capture. Here it is. Let's share it. So here it is. Let me.
Okay, the music is kind of cool.
It's so cool. I love the music. I played like a million times. So it's supposed to come out next year in June 5th. But here's the problem with this. You notice a problem here? What do you notice here?
He-Man is not in the title.
Bingo.
It's just like the Netflix series.
And I went on Instagram to their page and I said, "You mean He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?" That's what I said.
So Teela's going to take lead? Is this what we're thinking?
He-Man's going to be mixed in with the group. He's not going to stand out.
Yeah. So so they're following the Netflix series because that's what they bait. I feel like at the Netflix series they bait and switch that where they're like, yeah, He-Man's coming back and the Master of the Universe are going to be there, and then they just titled it Masters of the Universe. And they're like, it was never about He-Man. It was about
we have to be inclusive and diverse.
Yeah.
In Kevin Smith's rendition of the He-Man TV animation, the animation was top notch, by the way.
Yes.
I've always said from the beginning, it looked really good.
Absolutely.
But they made Man-at-Arms a drunk bum, right? Like a loser.
They did.
A loser, pathetic human being. Never gave him any whatsoever accolades of protecting the family.
Yep.
The royal family for decades. Never gave him any of that. He was just a loser, a terrible dad too. They disappeared He-Man out of the season 1 for a long time, so he was useless.
Yep.
Right. And then when he did come back, he's also was useless. He had to get help from everybody, including
they made him a
Teela.
Brainless monster at one point too.
Yeah. Teela, by the way, was perfect. No issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
Never had any problems. In fact, she went on the offense and told He-Man he's a piece of garbage for not letting his secret known to her.
Yep.
Even though his parents just died. And she's like, no, I don't care. You're a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So read the room, Teela, but that's okay. They tried to make Teela a lesbian. They did wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And they got that. They got that. The female black Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
And they were like they almost. And I think that, I swear maybe I'm misremembering this, but at one point in the show they thought about rebranding the name Man-at-Arms for her to make it fit her better.
Yeah.
They even mentioned it in the show.
The king immediately, once seeing her, gave her lieutenant credibilities right away.
Yep.
Within 2 minutes of meeting her.
Yep.
Hi, how's it going? You're lieutenant of the army. It was just ridiculous. I was like, what are we watching here, right?
Kind of a shit show. Yeah.
If Kevin Smith was smart, what he should have done was he should have made these characters likable, and then he should have spun Teela off in her own adventures.
Oh, yeah.
You have enough material in Eternia to probably do that. And you just kept going with He-Man as your main storyline. And then you can also, down the road, bring in She-Ra, which everyone would have lost their minds when the two universes collide. Because I did as a kid when the two universes collided. I'm like, holy shit. There is some shit going down now. We got both, together. Oh, my God. Right? Like,
female He-Man is in the house.
Because I love She-Ra just as much as I love He-Man. I loved it.
Right.
That was our multiverse right there.
Right.
As a kid. That was the closest I got to a multiverse back then in animation. And I lost my mind. I was like, God damn. I remember as a kid sitting down and watching it happen. I was literally like crapping my pants. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
This is the coolest thing ever.
I'm like, holy shit. Right? And he dropped the ball on all of this. I know towards the end of the third part, he was trying to introduce Hordak and all that stuff. But I think you should have not screwed He-Man over so much because he lost a lot of audience after season 1.
He literally made He-Man seem like a big loser. Like he did not matter. He wasn't really that strong after all. He ended up, I don't know.
Not once, but twice he was killed.
Yeah, like I'm not a big He-Man fan. Like you like compared to you, I
love
think
He-Man.
I watched a little bit of the old animated series, and then when they rebooted it back in like 2012 or something like that with the better animation,
early 2000s, He-Man 2000X.
Yeah, like I thought that one was really cool because it was like more modern and with better animation.
Mondo's making figures and they look fantastic.
Yes, and like there was a point where He-Man and Skeletor had to work together to fight some snake people that were like trying to take over Eternians. I thought that was dope as hell. And so that's where a lot of my He-Man fandom comes from, was from that animated series. So when we learned that they were bringing it back, I was like, okay, this is gonna be sick. We getting some new storylines now, and it ended up being a complete crap fest.
And this goes back to Hollywood taking liberties, right? All of these things, and it just goes on and on. We could talk about She-Hulk, how they, pushed Hulk down, made Hulk look like a loser because she was able to do all the things that he did in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she went on a rant talking about how hard it is to be a woman, that every guy out there is wanting to sexually assault them.
Yeah, she complained about controlling her rage, her anger.
I was like, this is so disrespectful to men. Like, every guy's like this? Really? All men are terrible people?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't you know we're all shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what are we watching here? When did the Hulk and She-Hulk, which was a fun comic book series, right? I love She-Hulk. It's a fun character. She's lifting weights, she's hanging out, throwing cars and stuff. Then she's got her cousin that they hang out. It's family stuff, right?
I was saying He-Man 2000X had Tila Black and nobody cared because the story was good.
Exactly. That's exactly what I've been trying to say.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. If you make a gender swap or a race swap, but you do a good job, but you also respect the source material, because He-Man 2000X, different storyline. They changed it up, right?
He's saying everybody knew Kung Fu and he loved it. Yes.
But what I'm trying to get at is, like, if you don't make a good story, this all falls flat. So why risk it?
Yeah.
Why always try to do these swaps and risk having this main story fall flat? Stick with what works.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to guarantee success pretty much.
Yeah.
Taz says, sorry, by the way, She-Hulk told Bruce was beat up by his dad as a kid consistently.
Yes.
They didn't even get her origin right, by the way. You know her origin is? She got shot by monster.
I remember this. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. She's a lawyer, right?
Yes.
So she went against mobs and got shot, and her cousin was the only one that could save her.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to do that because they don't want to make women weak. So they did a total different story. They had a car crash with some alien race coming down, and accidentally some of Bruce's blood went into her. Wow, amazing.
So good. Accidentally flew into her. It doesn't, yeah. So they don't want, it's that savior complex that they don't want being a thing, right? Like, oh, the men have always got to save the women can't. I don't know, man. Like, a story is a story, okay? Like, especially when there's an origin to it, you could still do that origin and still make her look strong. And if you can't figure that out, then maybe you shouldn't be writing because you're shit.
A lot of it comes down to likability of characters too, right? If you make the character too perfect, like we talked about Rey Skywalker.
Yeah.
Right? If you make the character too perfect, you make her always being apologized to, being always nourished, right? Being always rah cheered on. You kind of start hating that character. You're like, oh, what do I care about this character? I don't give a shit about this character anymore. She's already accomplished everything.
I will say with Rey, like, I don't hate her completely because she's not obnoxious. You know, she's not.
Oh, really? I find her obnoxious. I'll give you the scene. Do you remember the scene in the middle?
Comparing it to She-Hulk?
Oh, no. Well, we're not doing comparison. If we're doing that, then of course, yes. Don't get me started with comparisons. What I mean is, she's obnoxious in the first movie because she gets in the Millennium Falcon with, what do you call it? Harrison Ford. And this is Harrison Ford's and Chewie's ship, right? They know the ins and outs about this ship. And then she pulls something off the top and goes, well, did you just fix this and it will work? And I'm like, oh, so you're going to tell this dude how his ship is when you just got on it? Oh, you're a genius. You're perfect. Well, I don't need to watch you anymore. You're awesome. You're the best there is. Yeah. You're the best lightsaber wielding engineer we've ever had in Star Wars. So done.
Better than Luke and Anakin themselves.
Watch out, Palpatine. You're done. It's over.
Yep.
It's those things that just drives you nuts.
Yeah.
Because you want your characters to struggle, because then that the outcome at the end is when they achieve things is more impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I talked to you about what's it called? Fallout, the TV show on Amazon.
You did. Yep.
The female lead in there, likable.
Yeah.
So much fun to watch that progression of that character from the beginning. Because in the beginning, she's a bumbling buffoon. She doesn't know shit from shit. But her journey makes her understand, makes her become more aware, makes her stronger.
Yeah.
And at the end of season 1, you're like, nice. We see an arc, an overall improvement of her way of getting through this situations.
Yeah.
Right. And along the way, she meets diverse people who also have problems.
Yeah.
The other character, Black Soldier, gets his butt kicked in, is naive, in the beginning of it all, realizes that he's on the good side, then realizes, no, I'm not on the good side.
Right.
And then tries to help her out, but doesn't go and be obnoxious. One of the other things I hate is when they write a man to be always falling for the female and trying to be Mr. Chauvinistic and all that stuff. I'm sick and tired of seeing that stuff too.
It's too much. It's too much.
You guys are all jerks.
Like, there are understanding people out there. It's like they forgot about that.
All men are weak. Have you noticed in a lot of TV shows now, a lot of the characters that they try to, as male characters, they're always weak, they're underpowered, or if they are overpowered, then they're assholes, right?
Yeah, and they, you know what else they don't do is they don't do a good job of having the characters complement each other. I would say the best example of characters complementing each other is in the new Superman movie with Lois and Clark. And it was right in that beginning of where she was like, let me interview you. Because as strong as Superman is, right, with all his godly power, a few hard-hitting questions, and he kind of was like, how do I do this?
That's the most underrated scene in the entire movie.
Yes.
A lot of people are not pointing at that scene. That is a very important scene.
You know what I think it is? It's because that scene is very, in my opinion, a very strong scene. I believe it's the strongest scene in that entire movie.
Yeah, I do too.
And the entirety of the movie, because you have Lois Lane, who's not physically capable of doing what Superman is doing, but she can give you the hard-hitting questions.
She's knowledgeable.
And the morality behind them.
Which Hollywood seems to forget, that they want to make women all muscular bound and strong and able to like for example, the new John Wick spinoff, Isabella or Bella or something like that's called.
Ballerina?
Yeah, Ballerina, whatever crap it is. I don't care. I never watched it ever in my life. But without going into segue, I want to go into segue and I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
What they did was they're like, hey, we're going to spin it off. We're going to have John Wick in there so we can bring all the John Wick fans in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll make trilogy out of this movie. So we'll make a ton of movie out of this one. But they forgot the one thing that people were watching John Wick for. They were watching for Keanu Reeves. He's a very likable person. He's a great actor. His presence in the show makes sense. Does the things he do in there look stupid? Of course he does. Like, nobody's going to have perfect aim running up the stairs.
Yeah.
Looking to the left. Right?
Yep.
Like, it's ridiculous, over the top, but that's why we watch it, because he makes it believable in that fantasy world. With her, she's again another 120-pound person, 5'5", and now she's flipping guys who are 6'4", 280 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's not believable. I'm sorry. UFC will teach you that. UFC has weight divisions for a reason, including female weight divisions.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. And so I just find it ridiculous that they thought that was a great idea. Nothing against the actress. I have no issues with the actress. I would love to get, tackled by her. But still, what I'm trying to say is it's not believable. It's the same thing with Last of Us.
Yep.
Bella Ramsey. How many people laughed their ass off in the first episode? And guess what? Naughty Dog's is it Neil
Neil
Druckmann?
Druckmann. Yeah.
He is removing himself out of the equation. He went on record. He's no longer going to be part of it anymore. You know why? Because he inserted his bullshit ideology into it, and it backfired. And then what happened was HBO and the studio called him and sat his ass down and said, "You get the hell out of here because you're ruining a moneymaker."
But he said that he's going back because he's got deadlines to meet for the new video games.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Cop out.
If that's what you're gonna go with, then hey,
cop out answer.
Yeah, I need to go back to my work. Really? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like he wanted to do TV for a long time, and he got his chance, and he shot himself in the foot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they sat him down in that big boardroom overlooking Times Square and said, "Get the F out of here now. We're gonna get you an out, and you're gonna take it. Sign now." And he's like, "Okay." And he's gone.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the most disastrous drop-offs of any TV show HBO's ever had.
Yeah, it was pretty damn terrible, man.
HBO don't like failures. They are on records for making good TV shows. Game of Thrones, right? What else do you want? Sopranos. These are iconic TV shows. They're in the business of making good content because they charge people an arm and a leg for their service.
Yep.
So they don't want shit. And he was making shit in season 2 and got slapped around real good. Taz says, I had those deadlines before the show. It's the new I'm spending time with my family excuse. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He thought he could get away with being in Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, his new video game that he's working on, I like the premise. People are already hating the actress because she's in the Mortal Kombat 2. It's the black chick with the
chick. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, if the premise is really good, I don't give a shit who's playing it.
Yeah. I mean that's a very good point because all we've seen so far is just cinematic trailer.
And it looks good.
And there hasn't been any gameplay or really what it's about all that much. Like you're just judging based off what you're seeing. I have a problem with that too, though.
Yeah.
Like,
so there's the other side of that, right? Which people start getting harshly, aggressive with seeing very little.
Yeah. There's nothing to go off. You're just getting mad for what? To get mad sake? Being automatically this is woke as hell. No, it's not all like that. People said that about Superman when James Gunn said this is an immigrant story, but there was nothing woke about that movie, man. And I feel like that word is starting to get skewed now, and the definition of it is getting completely.
Well, you have bots and you have people who have malicious content. They try to pump up these words to make it more than it really is.
Yeah,
it's all rage bait, right?
Yeah, yes,
that's what it is. It's just trying to get people amped up, and it's probably a lot of Snyder fan base too. The fanboys trying to get riled up and start picking certain words out to get people to not watch it because, nothing exudes Superman morality to hate people for watching Superman movies.
100%.
I'm a Superman fan, but I don't want you to watch it because it's not the Superman. Even though we had like 5 iterations of Superman before that.
For me, that's clearly you're not a Superman fan then, because
that's not... like me, who I'm a Christopher Reeves fan. That's like me coming in saying, "Don't watch Snyder movies, guys. Don't watch Snyder."
Christopher Reeves is the OG.
Yeah, I never did that.
I'd be like, Snyder Ruth is the one you should be watching.
When Man of Steel came out, I went and watched it, and I was excited for it. I didn't go tell people, "Don't watch this. This is not Christopher Reeves type of movie."
Right.
I went and watched it. It's crazy, man. It's just a crazy, wacky world out there. People getting angry. I'm not. I might sound like I'm getting angry here, but I'm not. I'm actually disappointed, disgusted, and in disbelief. All the 3 Ds right there. It's just absolutely. I feel for authenticity. All the people that love authentic things coming to life.
Yeah,
I feel for
absolutely.
That. I feel for all the Tolkien fans out there who really thought that Amazon, with all the money in the world, would make a really good Rings of Power, but instead they shat in their pants,
and they took all day character direction into places where they should not have gone.
I know I've seen some hardcore people out there, Tolkien fans, are just upset and disbelief about this historic, lore
Yeah.
getting just shit on by 2 inept producers that Amazon hired, who are, by the way, from the Bad Robot lineage, who can't make shit from shit, right? Haven't made a hit in a long time.
Gotcha.
One thing before we head off today is I do want to mention there was an announcement for a new Star Trek TV show. So I'm a space guy, so I love my Treks, I love my Star Wars, I love all that stuff. This TV
Aren't there
show,
like 5 Star Trek shows going on right now?
they all got canceled because I wonder why, right? So, anyways, this new Star Trek. Did you want to see the trailer or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I haven't
give me a
watched
minute
a
here.
Star Trek thing since like Next Generation or Deep Space Nine, to be honest. So
Oh, that's
actually,
a
I
long
think the
time
last
ago.
one I watched was like Voyager, and it was like on and off because I didn't really care about Star Trek. I was more of a Star Wars guy.
Okay, well, while I pull it up here, let me pull it up here. I was going to ask you, is there anything else in there in Hollywood that has come out recently? Anything? Oh, Smurfs. Did anybody care about Smurfs? It came out, by the way.
No, I don't think anybody gave a shit about Smurfs.
Nobody gives a shit?
No.
No?
I mean, Rihanna was in it. That's about it.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she's the new Smurfette.
Oh, good thing we can't see her, right? So we can't say nothing.
Yeah.
So there is a famous actor in this show who I like a lot.
Is he older?
I'm probably gonna get copyright, but like I said, I don't give a shit because I want to enjoy and watch. And I don't know why studios do this because we're just promoting them. What am I gonna do with the trailer? Make money out of it? Oh, lots of money, yeah. Let me pull it up here. So this was just announced at San Diego Comic-Con, a new TV show. Star Trek Starfleet Academy is the name.
Okay.
So here we are. Let's watch it.
This could potentially end up being interesting.
And so, we begin. I'm Captain Nala Ake, Chancellor of Starfleet Academy.
So we have a female captain. Cool. Here's my problem with this. Not because she's female. In the academy, you don't have your hair frizzled out like this. In any academy, in military, you tie your hair back. Or you comb your hair perfectly.
I remember that. Captain Janeway had her hair in a bun or tied back always. It was never...
It was neat and very professional.
Yeah, I think the only time I've ever seen her hair flowing was when she was off duty.
Academy means that this is military based.
Yes.
You're using the word academy. If you want to use something else, Deep Space Nine, go ahead. I don't care. Have your hair fizzled at a bar in Deep Space Academy. Who cares?
Yeah.
But right here, this is a bad look. Automatic.
Yeah.
This is
for the most part,
someone who doesn't know.
More straightened than curly.
Yes, not fizzled like you just
that.
came from a bar at 4 a.m.
Right out of bed.
Yeah. So right there, that looks very unprofessional.
The first Academy class to return to our campus in San...
See right here. Look at all the females here, combed or tied back down.
Yeah, or straightened. Professional looking. Yes.
All military looking. Okay. So why doesn't the top dog of the ship exude that? You're a leader.
Leadership and accountability.
After more than 120.
Again, right here.
Yeah.
Every one of the females. And they really want to make sure that they're all diverse. You gotta have Asians, brown people.
There's a lot more females than males in this.
Fine, cool. It's an academy. Have at it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Cool. But again, all of them very professional looking. Right? Very sharp. Well, she's not off duty. She's sitting in the academy chair. You're in the ship.
And she's in uniform.
Yeah, and you're in uniform. She's not off duty. Okay.
Years.
So
Some
far,
of you are here
James
for your
Kirk,
families.
civilian. So that's a cool homage, right?
That is pretty cool. Yep.
By the way, I want a good Star Trek TV show because the last ones were meh or kakapupu.
Got you.
I really want this. And no one can complain about diversity here because it's a freaking alien-based show.
And not just that, but the Earth is a united front. It's not separate.
It's like the United Nations.
Yes.
Yeah, so you got, your token white boy here. That's good.
Oh, they got Iron Man suits. Cool.
Oh, I didn't even see that Avengers logo too.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Cool. I like it.
Together, you would.
Okay. And then I don't know what race that is, but I'm intrigued to find out because
Mhm.
that's a very costly eyebrow manicures. She's got 3 of them. Cool.
The best and the
Whatever.
brightest.
Okay, so we've got someone that definitely
She's definitely a
Best and
nerd.
the bright.
a nerd, geeky.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just the way she's holding herself and like holding that.
She's excited. She's excited.
Yeah.
But
she's
I'm
definitely
worried
the
about this
nerd of
character.
the crew.
But I'm worried about this character. I'm worried because this character, I hope, is not like trying to appease. I hope the showrunners are not trying to have this character appease the younger audience
Autism.
and have her do stupid things and be unprofessional. If you're in an academy, you got to be professional. You got to do the job properly. You can't be goofing around. You can't be dancing and shit.
I'll say mistakes can happen. You can make
If
mistakes.
she does, then she has to be reprimanded for it.
Reprimanded, and she needs to learn from those mistakes. If she
Yeah.
keeps continuing to do the
Stupid
same dumb
things,
shit
goofy things,
over
yeah,
and
yeah.
over, you're not
So
building
this-
your character.
If this is a work in progress, I'm good with it.
Absolutely.
Brightest
Okay.
from across the.
So I don't know who that is. Is that some Patel? It looks like a Patel.
Yeah. This is the second time I think they've shown this dude off now.
So this guy must be the hunk of the group.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Right? Bring them all in.
Across the galaxy.
Okay. Klingon.
Why do they look?
Why is
different?
Lenny Kravitz in this?
Why do they look more human than Klingon?
Yeah. There's not enough I was gonna say foreskin. Not enough not enough wrinkles in the head. But yeah, you're right. Like, why does he have earrings in his eyebrow? Like, what?
Yeah,
Worf
he
will be
looks-
so upset.
I don't know. He looks more human than Klingon if that's what they're going for. Because I remember the Klingons having like,
Oh,
Like-
maybe he's a hybrid
oh,
because half his nose is wrinkled, the other half.
are they
isn't.
allowed to do that?
We'll find out.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
Anyways, okay, we'll see. So, okay, here. This better be an off night because you should not have your shirt, your jacket unopened like that and walking around the deck.
Yep.
See, a lot of people are like, oh, you're just being a pain in the ass and making. This is what Starfleet Academy is. You are supposed to be professional when you don the uniform. It's that the whole thing in Star Wars Trek is about being professional.
Yep. Especially when you're on campus.
Yes, or on the ship,
Yeah.
right? Okay, here we go.
A tapestry that is Starfleet.
So they're having a good time with young crew. This looks like a fun, adventurous type of show. I'm all for it. Like, I'm excited. I want to see
You
this
will
do
learn
well.
the skills.
I want them to pay homage to the previous shows, which they did with the pavilion plaque there. I want them to be like this: young, professional, respectful. This goes a long way of exuding this to audiences of younger age to watch this,
Right.
right? They love the new job that they got.
They
Right?
our greatest officers.
Okay, so this is like a training area.
Like
Cool,
them,
honor, loyalties.
we'll
Okay,
ask
yeah,
you to give
integrity.
more of
Yeah.
your.
Hey.
See, that,
Okay. The doctor is back. That's cool.
did somebody tell him that his buttons are uneven?
Oh yeah, his shirt is uneven too. Oh my God. What
That's the new
hell?
style. Okay, how dare you?
Oh, is
Anyway.
okay?
Anyways, look at the two females behind her. Professional.
Yeah.
He's professional. That's
Yep.
what Starweed is. Clean, pristine professionals. All of them. Love it. Love it.
So-
Good stuff here.
And
There
you
he
know
is.
you
He's the
have.
heartthrob. I already guessed it in 2 seconds. Cool. Whatever.
To
That's
dream
fine.
without limitation.
Meteorites are falling. What is this? Krypton?
Issues.
Okay. They're pointing at things. Cool. There's some
Whatever
trauma
challenges
there.
came before today
fine with that. Flash Gordon's there.
led you to this moment.
But your future.
You here now.
What in the world is that? What are you doing? This is not Fortnite.
Now.
I guess it has to appeal to my kid so he'll watch it.
Yeah.
Is she doing the gritty? What's it called?
The gray. Yeah.
This is so dumb right there. Oh, anyways, okay, she's allowed to celebrate. That's fine. It's fine. Let
Yeah.
her celebrate.
Yeah.
She's celebrating in a room with a couple of cocktails. That's fine. She better be over the age of 21.
You weave together the future.
All right. Updated graphics. There you go. They spent a little
Okay.
money. This is on Paramount, I believe.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
So
if you're making a futuristic thing, you got to have the tech behind it, man.
They went to a club here. That's cool. They're not in their uniforms. Thank
I don't
God.
know why, but I'm getting Power Rangers vibes right now, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the jackets. and
Yeah, it's the
teenagers
jacket.
with attitude, but like that,
Yeah.
I get in Power Rangers vibes for some reason.
Yeah, it's Power Rangers. You're right. Is she rolling a whistle? What is she, the gym teacher?
What is that? Okay.
Anyways, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
So go out and
Whoa, yeah, you don't want to mess with her.
That's a full-on alien, all right.
Oh, she mad.
I dig it.
She's very
dig
horny.
seek, explore.
I love it. I love it.
Boldly
So far,
go
not
where
bad.
no one
Not bad. Oh God,
Yeah, that's
this is girl boss right here.
yeah.
I do whatever I want.
You know, after seeing all the other females in this trailer so far being prim, professional, tied
Why are
up,
all of them all like? Even the one behind Miss Thorny here, behind her, she's got her hair combed back and she's professional looking,
Yeah.
dressed well. But this
if
was
she's
like,
supposed to be in charge of the academy,
yeah, she's the leader
not
of the
doing a good
fleet.
job
Of the-
setting
of
an
the-
example.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, we don't know yet. We'll see. But that is something that it will concern me though. Where are the males in the academy? We'll see. Oh yes. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna stay away from that because then he would be the main character, and they don't want that right now. I think.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we'll see. She looks mighty upset that people are not having her hairstyle, copying her hairstyle.
And the way
What,
she,
you guys-
you know what? I'm getting weird vibes. Like the way she's like leaning and like talking. I feel like she's a drunk or something, man.
She feels like a hippie to me.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
gone before.
Always San Francisco. I guess that's the main base for the Star Trek fleet, right? It's
Where
in San
everybody is
Francisco.
accepted.
It is my
Okay, so
great
yeah,
honor
graphics not
to
bad.
welcome you all to
I'm
Starfleet.
curious to know what timeline this is in. I know it's obviously says Kirk Pavilion, so it's after that.
Yeah.
But I'm,
and
wondering,
it's
I'm wondering
definitely-
how far is it after that?
especially with that doctor being in there too. I think he was in Voyager, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he okay? Oh,
I
familiar.
think so.
Academy.
Early 2026. So I'm thinking maybe March or
Yeah,
February.
I can see that, like springtime. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
But the best part is right after this. Paul Giamatti. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
What the hell? Okay,
Let's go.
why? Why is Paul Giamatti in this?
Because they need the modern audience. Oh, man. This is going to be great. I can't wait for his rants. He has some of the best rants.
I hope he shows up in a metallic robotic rhino armor at some point.
That's his ship. The Rhino.
That would
They
be,
call it the Rhino. The Rhino.
that'd be sick. I would
just
I would watch it
Two
just for
horns on the
that.
side of the ship stick out.
Oh,
No, that'd be the bull. With just one giant horn in the middle.
That's something else, man.
The Rhino.
Something else.
I am so for it. Let's go.
You're way too excited about this.
This is either gonna be great or it's gonna bomb hard.
With him
There's
being
no
in it,
in-between.
it could go either way. It could go either way.
I mean, look at the jacket.
So
He is,
extra. He's
that's
so extra.
That's
man.
a 90s jacket right there too.
Shit.
Is that a see-through shirt? Can we see
It
his
looks like
nipples?
it, like a skin tight see-through shirt. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm gonna see his nipples.
I don't think I want to see that. I'm good.
Yes, let's go. Paul Giamatti, baby. Let's go. So yeah, this is coming out. I wanted to bring this up because season 1 Comic-Con teaser. I hope it does good because I love Star Trek. I've not seen terrible things. I mean, I did see somebody dancing weirdly.
Yeah.
I saw a captain of a ship doesn't care about the academy rules of professionalism. Maybe there's reasons for this. I don't know. We're gonna have to watch it because that's when we can truly judge if the show is good and it kind of stays in line with all the other Star Trek movies and TV shows that's ever been made. Right.
I think the one thing I'm worried about with this is if Paul Giamatti is the antagonist of this, we're throwing academy students into some sort of, I don't know, civil war or alien war.
There's a definite appeal to younger audience here.
Yeah.
And
I think I would have preferred more of like, okay, these kids are in school, they're enrolled in this academy. I would rather, I think I would see for the first season them going through the struggles of the academy and where their weakest, where their strengths are, how they can help each other and grow to be a unit first of people before they start tackling things like this. I feel like it should lean into that.
Maybe they get a harsh dose of reality check in season 1 of how to be professional.
But that's so fast, I think, especially if they're just being enrolled into the school. Like,
maybe
maybe we don't know the premise. We don't know.
Yeah,
how
it could be
far
flashbacks too. It could be flashbacks. Your cat
Right.
wants to be part of it. It could be flashbacks. Yeah, let him chill. He's just chilling with you. Let him chill.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, no, I think it could be flashbacks of them in the academy, and then now they're actually in a job, a real position.
Right.
And that segment that the girl showed maybe was her first, like she got hired to do her job, right? And she's really excited.
Yeah.
I'm interested just because it's a new Star Trek TV show, but I'm very pump the brakes and show me what you got.
Yeah.
Right? Paul Giamatti, I just can't believe he's in here.
Yeah. See, but I think that's what I'm kind of worried about is like, if you're calling it an academy and you're giving them positions, then it's not really about the academy.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We'll see. It comes out. We'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll do a review a couple of the episodes. We'll take a look at it.
I'd be down to watch it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, so I'd be coming at this from a different angle compared to you, who is a big Star Wars.
I'm not a massive Star Wars fan, but I mean Star Trek fan, but I do watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the original Captain Kirk stuff. Like I watched here and there, but it was way back in the 70s, right?
Right.
So, but Star Trek Next Generation, I was into that. Dude, I was into that. Number 1 was my number 1.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Dude was a Mac Daddy.
He
right?
was, dude.
Oh,
he had the
dude.
hottest girl on the entire thing.
She was wearing Lululemons before that was a thing, right? Oh, I was like, oh boy, beat me up, Scotty. Get me into that chamber.
Damn.
Yeah, but Star Trek Generation was good. Deep Space Nine was not that great. It was nice to have some crossovers.
Deep Space Nine felt more like a soap opera.
Yeah, I was like, you kind of ruined a lot of the charm for me.
Yeah.
Chris Pine was good as a Star Trek when the
movies
reboots
came
and
out,
all that stuff, but then it got afterwards. And then that Star Trek shows that they did, they just none of them really stuck.
Yeah, fair.
Right?
That's fair.
Even the latest one that they canceled, it just it didn't work. Yeah.
Fortunate.
But the girl even left Walking Dead for that show.
Oh, no way. Okay.
I forgot her name, yeah.
Interesting.
Picard got hooked with Crusher right away. Dude got game and generation. Engage. He's like, let me engage.
Straight up.
Let's go. Captain's log. Oh god.
Oh Lord.
Good stuff. That is it for our logging events today.
Absolutely.
We hope you were all engaged. Man, I'm gonna roll right now. Live long and prosper till next week Sunday. All right, I promise no more. We'll leave you with that. We will be back next week Sunday to talk more cool stuff. We'll have watch out for our review of Silver Surfer. It will be coming down the pipeline soon. Once our editor wakes up or comes back from vacation. Yeah. fire photon torpedoes right away. You guys can be fire and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hang out with us. Let us know in the comment sections at any time. Did we get anything wrong about Hollywood taking liberties? I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on it.
Absolutely.
Everybody that engaged with us, thank you so much for hanging out with us, watching us, and talking with us. That makes our day. Don't forget, Tuesdays, we have our A&R Geekly show with myself and Dee in there. We're talking all things cool. We've got a guest that's going to come on this week, and we're going to talk about San Diego Comic-Con. So make sure to hang out, talk about all things from San Diego Comic-Con in terms of figures. There was a ton of stuff that was announced and released. I'm really excited to talk about it. It's going to be a big show on Tuesday. That's 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Come hang out with us, and we'll see you guys down the road. So